Howdy, Internet, and welcome to Crater's Edge. We are here to play some more Fistful of Darkness, and super excited to have you here with us. We have the full crew today, which I'm very happy about, if not only so I don't also have to run the stream. Welcome back, fan.
Thanks. I had a completely normal day and nothing bad happened to me.
Yep. And it's going to stay normal.
True, yes.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at how
Okay,
Sid's hair was doing a
sorry.
thing of its
I'm
own
fine.
when she celebrated that we were all here. That's why I'm laughing right now.
I really am actually fine.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Just
love
some
you.
minor stress.
We got too distracted talking about Cyberpunk and I forgot to tell you guys what happened with me today.
Yeah. But we are all here. We're going to play this game. We're going to forget about the outside world for a couple hours and enjoy some good old-fashioned yeehaw shenanigans. Before we get started with that, I'm going to talk about what else we got going on the channel, because right now we have one other game I run on this darn here channel. Which is called Hearts of Stone. We play Blades in the Dark. I lost my own.
You remember what it's called?
Yep.
You were doing
They
great
got
there.
there.
You were
They
doing.
got there.
I thought you
I
were
got there. I really. It took me a second. My brain is running out.
You just
like
lean into the
30%
cowboy
faster.
draw because they talk really slow.
I just need to slow down and spend 45 minutes doing this intro, talking in my.
You don't need to spend 45 minutes doing this.
But yeah, Hearts of Stone Saturdays we play Blades in the Dark. Scheduling stuff, we're going to be off for at least a week, potentially two, because of travel plans and things going on, but we will let you know when we're going to be back. You can stay best up to date on all of that by checking out our Discord, which is linked below our faces. If you're watching us live on Twitch, if you're watching us on YouTube, head over our Twitch page, click those links. That's pretty much it, though, right now. So I'm going to go ahead and turn these over to my lovely players to talk about who they are, what they do on and off the channel, and who they are playing tonight, starting with Van.
That's me. I'm Van. You can find me on the internet at Van But Wilder, wherever you find people on the internet. Mostly, I just hang out in the Discord and stream on this channel a couple of times a week. And tonight, I will be playing Samson, who is the Gentle Touch.
No. Yeah, that's me. I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the internets at Greek Sid if you really want to try. I'm mostly on Discord. And I am here on Mondays and Saturdays. And we sadly had to skip last week, but I promise this Tuesday is the very last one. We're all going to die epically over on twitch.tv/High Shelf Collective. At 8:30 Eastern, come watch me and RJ explode, probably. But on purpose, because there's mechanics for it. Yeah, should be great. Come check it out. Tonight, what am I saying today? Tonight, I've had a rough one too. I will be playing Hannah, but everyone calls her Nana. And she is the wrench and saw.
Sup, y'all? It's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary sign best friend on the internet. You can find me at WALLE132, just like the cute little Disney robot where I talk about the things I'm in, the things that I do, and the things that I love. You can also catch me over at the Roads Uncharted podcast. We're doing is a really fun podcast that I guested on. It's using the not the Cypher system. It's using a system that I'm really not familiar with, but I've been having a lot of fun with it. I did a guest spot, and I highly recommend you checking it out because I do something pretty wild in it, and I pretty much surprised myself.
The link in the chat.
Oh yeah, I'll drop the link in the chat. Yes. But yeah, come check that out. But yeah, tonight I am playing Elijah, the Outlaw.
Hello, Internet. And hi, Mom. It's me. It's the Sita. I really want to play this game, so I'm going to say this all really fast. You can find me out there on the internet at Mr. Look under here. That's because I spelled it really weird. You can also find me at john.ceta on Instagram, where I take a bunch of pictures of all the food that I take. And tonight, I will be playing Hank the Fist.
And that leaves me. Hi, everyone. I'm Valley. I'm at the Kraken's Crown, lurking around the internet. I am mostly just here running the two games I've already mentioned and other stuff on occasion on other channels. But for right now, Are y'all ready to get started?
Yeah, doing intros with you fuckers is a real fun exercise for the captioner to desperately try to keep up with what some of you are saying.
Yeah, I kind of okay. I won't lie that sometimes I talk real quick just to see if what the captioner does, and I feel
Because
bad.
Wally's definitely said, "Suck y'all while you're pregnant."
Listen,
And,
for me, it's me trying to make it the caption try to say the worst, most unhinged things. I know it.
and I could have let it pass by, but I'm not. That's not my style.
And you know what? If you have a partner who is pregnant, suck, y'all. Just
Yeah,
for
little
real.
suck.
I
on.
mean, everyone needs a little love. Just saying.
Everybody needs a little sucking.
Oh God. All right. Well, with that energy, we're all ready to go,
Ma'am.
ma'am.
Sid says, "Give that good suck."
And she's right to
Previously-
say it.
Previously on Crater's Edge, we had a short session last time, so not a lot to recap, but we did our first foray into downtime, getting a chance to see the personal lives of many of the members of this posse. Nana taught classes at the schoolhouse, and we met Mr. Oh God, what was his name? I didn't put it in my notes. I didn't mean Mr.
Archie.
Archie?
Bunker.
No.
Nope.
No.
Hold
Oh,
on.
I wasn't here, and I know that's not him.
Mr. Was it Reeves? Was it?
Hold on. Hold, please. Schoolhouse. Archie McClure.
McClure.
Yeah. We met the ogre school teacher, really lovely man, who does his best to teach the rambunctious use of Crater's Edge. Nana assisting him there. We got to see Elijah get his ass kicked at Bucky's, doing his downtime relief of getting his face punched in, working with one of the Hataways, Charlotte Hataway,
Yeah.
as sort of a, what's the word for it? Like, I mean, you're a fall guy. I don't know exactly what the term for it is.
A patsy.
I'm definitely a spot monkey.
It's the word
Yeah,
I've
but
heard.
getting paid to take dives in the
Yeah,
in the
I'm
fighting
work.
ring.
I'm look. If to put it in wrestling terms, I'm a worker. You know,
Yeah.
is what I do. I'm not. I don't win matches. I'm a worker.
Yeah, and you get the respect afforded to you for that from the community. Many people just wanting to see Elijah just get punched in the face. And then lastly, we had Hank spent downtime when we got to meet Jane and Daffodil. Jane being Hank's sweetheart and Daffodil being her daughter. Had a lovely little scene there. And then Hank took Daffodil to school, where Hank also got to learn a little bit and do some training.
Can I read you a sentence I googled?
Yes.
A boxer who consistently loses or is known for being easily defeated is sometimes referred to as a bum, a journeyman, or a tomato can.
A tomato can?
You know what? That makes sense. Why it's called tomato can.
Okay.
It's beaten so hard until the red stuff comes out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that is what we did last time. That was I think most of our downtime. We're actually going to pick up here today, giving Samson a chance to do his downtime. So
I don't have any-
while everybody is getting up to their own business around Crater's Edge, what was Samson getting up to?
I came prepared with my downtime actions. Would you like those first?
Yes. What we were so if you want to start with whichever one, if you want to do any scenes, because we did a little bit of scenes with the other characters depending on what they were doing with their downtime action. If you want to give me both, we can decide which one we want to do as the scene. But
Well, I'm going to, because I looked at the sheet. You guys did a great job keeping it up. I'm so proud of you. Who did this? You did a good job. Seat. First, I'm going to do some training.
okay.
Because we don't have any Doom for me to deal with.
Nope, we do not. So what are you gonna train?
I'm gonna train my the one we get to it. Wits.
Okay.
my wheats. But I would like to wrap that into indulging my vice,
Okay.
because I also know what I'm going to do for that. Because I have some great I need to get rid of. I'm currently at 5, and I don't like to be there.
Yeah, that would be good to do. So, training. Do you all have a thing for training wits?
Yes, it's the one we get. Earn
Okay.
2 XP for training wits or downtime. It's the one that comes with the bounty hunters.
Okay. So you're gonna take your 2 XP there, and we'll go ahead. I can go ahead and have you roll to indulge your vice, and then we'll do a little scene. What is your vice?
So my vice is obligation.
Is 3 of your vices obligation? Okay.
Yep.
I don't think
I'm
it's
noticing
gonna...
I'm noticing a
I-
pattern.
I can already tell you it's not going to stay obligation, because I already
Yeah.
have a whole track thought out for that. But
Oh, I'll just workaholics.
Oh, we can change our vices? I didn't know that.
well, sometimes you have to.
Sometimes You got to.
If you overindulge, one of the things that can happen is that your
Oh, I
vice
gotta-
purveyor
I
cuts you
gotta
off
think
and you have to
about
find a
this
new
then.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
Oh,
that
I
would
gotta
be
think
really
about
sad for me.
Although,
And
and
it
I
doesn't-
imagine
well-
that Val would.
Yeah.
So
Also, let's change it.
narratively, with vice purveyors cutting off, it doesn't mean that the type of vice that you have has to change. It mostly means that the purveyor has to change. But you can also try. You can just fully change your the type of vice you have too. If that happens to you, you do have to start a project to find a new vice to indulge. You can't just automatically swap.
Got it.
You can also, if you decide that you want to change your vice, you can decide to do that, and we can start a project as part of a downtime action to start looking for a new vice purveyor.
Better to
Um,
do it preemptively than wait until you overindulge and you have to change it, because then
Maybe
you
not have one.
cannot. Yeah, then you cannot indulge your vice until you finish the project
Yeah,
and get a
well,
new one.
And if you have great,
Yeah. Well, that would be the funny thing is
Or
if you
stigma.
start a project to change your vice and then it changed and then you immediately got cut off from your vice purveyor on the next downtime. Could
Gosh,
happen.
it sounds like
Didn't
y'all
that-
have experience from dealing with this.
it's. I feel like that happened on Saturday. Was it? So one of us
I-
changed in like very. Was it you
Yeah,
that
one of
changed
y'all
in
It
like
was,
changed.
very quick
it was
succession?
wings. It was
Okay.
wings.
That makes
Yeah.
sense to me.
Wings
Wings
has gotten
changed,
cut
like-
off. Ended
Several
up
times.
overindulging twice in a row.
Yeah.
Like within 2 sessions, and had to
We
change.
love to overindulge on Saturdays.
Yeah, it can be fun.
Okay, but I have 5, so I just have to not roll a 6.
Yes. And so your lowest is prowess.
well,
I'm
it-
reading correct.
Or it's how many of the left hand side you have, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But then it's
yeah,
either
so
wits
you're-
or prowess.
Oh, yeah, wits you have 2. Okay, got it. So yeah, either
All
wits or
my
prowess,
shit
but
is
either-
in guts. It's all in
E-
guts.
Either way, you're rolling 1 die.
Just the one,
um,
huh?
Mm-hmm.
Should I do the red one or the black one?
Black fun.
What's more Samson? Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
the black
the red
one
one's
then.
more Samson-y.
Well, you guys just you said the red one and you said the black one and then you said what's more
I
Samson
think-
and then you
well,
said the
'cause
red one and then you said the black one.
My gut said the black one. That's why.
I've changed it to black. Do black.
Okay, Rachel Dolezal. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. That wasn't nice.
Allegedly.
Guess what I rolled?
What'd you
You
roll?
6.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
I did it. Yay!
No, why? Because you said Rachel Dolezal.
Okay.
I think you were karmically punished.
So
As
let's-
hysterical as
Shut
that
up. It was a
was.
funny
That is-
joke.
That was a really good
was a
joke.
She deserves to be joked
So
about.
let's go
She
ahead
does.
and discuss what the overindulgence is.
Yeah.
So when you overindulge, you select one of 4 options from a list. So you don't have to get cut off. That's just one of the 4 options.
I'm not gonna do that one.
So there's attract trouble, which is select and or roll an additional rider event. You weren't here last time. We got the rider event stalked last time, which will come into play this session once we get through your actions. So we could. I would either select or roll for a new one of those. Tempted by the dark side, you get +2 doom.
The other 2
Lost,
I'm not going to do.
Lost, your character vanishes for a few weeks. You play a different character until this one returns.
Not gonna do that.
Or tapped, your current purveyor cuts you off. Find a new source for your vice.
I also don't want to do that one because I just got this one.
So, what do you want to take?
If it's okay with the table, I'm gonna give us 2 doom, since we're sitting at 0.
I think that's fair.
That's fine.
Whoops.
All right. Well, just okay.
I'm gonna
So
roll like shit the rest of the game. Watch.
So let's your vice prayer is Silas Lamb,
Yes.
the town barber slash
The
surgeon.
barber surgeon.
Sure.
So let's cut over there. So you are at the barber shop doing some work for Silas. What kind of, I mean, last time you were just doing some general like kind of handyman like repair stuff. Is that what you're doing now? Is there something different?
I think for stuff like this, it's a little more involved, because Samson does, at least with the with the canon of the playbook that I've chosen, at least has some like medical training. I think does actually like assist Silas from time to time with like the particularly nasty stuff that's probably going to take an extra set of hands. I think Samson's probably one of the only other people that has the stomach for it too. And this is probably where he, like Silas is probably where he learned a lot of this shit. So I think, yeah, it's probably helping him out with something a little nasty. And
Yeah.
it's also does a lot of the helping of like cleaning up like blood and guts and stuff.
Yeah, let's say you are I think at you went there earlier today, was doing some like cleaning and some different like kind of repair stuff for him. A couple hours in the morning, like a few hours after sunrise, there was a like a sound of like horses riding up, bit of panic out in the street, kind of busting through the front door. Several riders came in. They look like,
oh no, they're here already.
yeah. Several like travelers. They don't look, nobody they would be named or like they don't appear to be locals. I think from the garb they're wearing, they look like maybe like emu drivers, essentially like cowboys. Emu boys, do we just stick with cowboy? There are cows in this world.
If we combine cowboy and emu, we're getting dangerously close to emo.
Yeah. A couple of cowboys come in.
Cowboys.
There is basically 2 on each side, with one in the middle that's kind of like slumped over their shoulders, with like, you know, one hand over around each of their necks. He looks to be has like some sort of wound to his stomach, and the others kind of panic going in. One of them comes in like busting open the door, says, "Is there a doc here? Someone help!"
Oh fuck! If I can add a teeny bit of physical comedy to the situation, because I love to do that. I think Samson's holding up like an entire table and like using the other hand to sweep out from under it.
Yeah.
Or like the little couch that's over here that people wait on, is just like holding it up. Oh fuck. Yeah, Silas, we got a problem.
You hear, "Oh, coming." And then up the stairs, the kind of scrawny like fawn with big spectacles comes up from the basement of the barbershop, looks like one eye, like one glance at the situation, says, "Downstairs now, please," and begins to
Come
usher
on,
them
buddy. just pick
down
him
the
up.
steps. You help him. He is like, as you're like, you see what at first you might have assumed was like a gunshot wound, or maybe like an arrow or something from some bandits on the road. You realize that there is like, it almost looks like an explosive, like there is like a chunk of him missing, but it is not but there's no like signs of like burning or anything. Like there's no like residue or like char or anything that indicates there was any sort of like like incendiary element to it. He ushers him down the steps. Silas immediately gets on the table, pushes the other ones out, and says, out, I'll deal with it. Samson, with me, please. And begins just like frantically moving around the room, grabbing surgical equipment. You see this fawn on the table is very pale, like very shallow, like ragged breaths, like just that kind of like very like frantic breathing. I like, you're not even sure if he's fully conscious, is like in an intense state of shock. The Silas like begins to move around the table. I mean, says, give me something to staunch the bleeding. I got towels over there. I need
Where they are.
more linens. You're going to need to get more from the supply closet. And begins heading over to his tools. Begins to like pack the wound. As he tries to staunch the bleeding and begins to like bandage it. You can see at first like it begins to get out some like sewing equipment to try to bandage the like to close the wound, realizes there's not enough flesh here to close it, and just begins to bandage it and like triage the best he can. This goes on for probably about like 20 or 30 minutes, with like you see like sweat like beating the pool across Silas's face, as he's trying to stabilize the patient, preparing some herbs and other medicines that he feeds to him. The man like coughs it up with some blood as well. And about like 30 minutes in, there's a moment of like that frantic element begins to subside, and Silas kind of stands back. You see like the frantic breathing and the like the breathing begins to slow a little bit, but the look on Silas's face is one of like he realizes there's nothing more he can do. And he looks to you, Samson, gives kind of looks down at the floor, says, we've done all we can here. I'm going to go upstairs and speak with the gentleman, and tell them they best come down to say their goodbyes.
You want me to talk to him?
If you wish.
You just seem like you got a bit of the nerves.
Why don't you handle it, Samson?
All right.
Your bedside manner is better than mine.
I don't know about that, Doc. I'll be right back.
You head up the steps, and the two folks that are up there is other like cowboy figures. Like one of them, like taking his hat off is a goblin man. The other one is a taller, kind of like amorphous, like no facial features, like oozling kind of form. The goblin kind of moves towards you and says, what's going on? Everything got quiet down there. How's Emmett doing?
That's your friend's name?
Yeah.
All right.
Is he gonna be okay?
I'm gonna give it to you straight. Old Emmett's looking pretty rough. Lost a lot of blood and some other bits. Doc's down there doing everything he can. But I think it might be a good idea if you say your goodbyes just in case.
You see like his face falls, like any hope he had lost in that moment. Looks to his companion, who also kind of like his oozling face, kind of like it does have facial express like features and stuff, but just kind of like kind of sags a bit.
I'm real
And,
sorry, fellas.
Fuck.
Yeah. Emmett's in kind of a state. We got him at least calmed down, out of the shock a bit. So, we can stay calm. You're gonna want to use this time. Not all of us get a chance to say goodbye.
How long? Did you,
You're gonna want to come down now.
fuck. All right. The two of them follow you down the steps.
Hey, don't put too much pressure on yourselves, alright? Ain't nobody gonna say the perfect thing when their friend's dying.
You see the goblin, like they both head down the steps. He kind of heads up towards Emma, who's like eyes closed, like the medicine that Silas gave him, like fully knocking him out, like he's unconscious at this point. And the goblin heads over, walks over and puts a hand on Emmett's chest. Says, "Hey, buddy. I'm real sorry. I promise we're gonna make sure that Irma's taken care of. All right." Don't you worry about that. You're going to a better place. And kind of like gets quiet and like doesn't really know what else to say. His other friend comes over and like puts a hand on his shoulder. There's a long silence where you're just only hearing the breathing of Emmett. A few moments pass until there's just one last exhale, and his chest stops moving. There's a conversation that kind of that gets had with Silas talking to them and letting them know that he will contact he'll speak to the Undertaker. They'll make sure that he will prepare his body to be transported back to, it looks like they came from out west, closer to like Reno, and were making their way through, and begins to make arrangements and suggests it's like stay at the tavern or stay at Bucky's. We'll have everything prepared for you to head out by tomorrow, and you can take his body back to his family.
Y'all head over to Bucky's, tell them I sent you. They'll set
They
you up.
just silently nod, heading out, like say that mumble their thank yous and head out. There's a moment of silence between you and Silas as he moves over to Emmett's body. Well, not an auspicious way to start the day, is it?
Nope.
You all right?
Oh yeah, I'm alright. I just feel for him.
Loss is never easy.
Well, but we keep on keeping on.
He moves over, begins like going over the wound, like begins to like prepare the body, and he inspects the wound a little bit more, kind of moving into more of like an autopsy. So looks it over, says, "Samson,
Doc.
have you ever seen a wound like this?"
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Have I? It's
Uh,
like it seems like it's really nasty, and it seems like it could be from some sort of explosive, but there's no burns.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
I don't know. I've never seen anything like that.
I don't think you. I don't.
Probably
think
not.
No.
Well, I mean, I've seen a couple people get blown up, seen people get shot. This don't really look like either. Close range bird shot, especially, but even with an explosive, you'd want to see a lot of burns on that skin. I ain't seen nothing.
Right. It's Baxit says, I'd agree with your assessment. I would assume some sort of explosive, maybe shrapnel or something. He begins to like look at the wound now that it, like more closely now that he's not like triaging, and kind of like stoops down. Says, one moment. Will you get me the pincers off of the table, and a pair of forceps as well. And he kind of digs into the wound a little bit. As he pulls back, you see at the end of these tongs that he has in his hand, like kind of wipes the blood off, and as he does, you see a familiar red glow. So he pulls a fragment of hellstone.
Shit.
Just a small little piece. What on earth? I'm going to give them some time, but I want a full account from them of what happened.
Tell you what, I hope you clean up here, get done the rest of what you need getting done. I'll go over, get a couple drinks in them, see if we can't suss out what happened to poor Emmett.
Right. Very well. I will remember the Undertaker's name real quick. I'll
First name The, last name Undertaker.
I will go find Zion and get the arrangements made. He looks at the hellstone. I'm going to inspect the rest of the wound, make sure there aren't any more fragments that need to be properly stored and disposed of.
You've got the stuff here to take care of it?
Yes, I have a few compartments for things like this. I will take them to the assay office after I finish here. Thank you, Samson.
No thanks necessary.
So you leave, heading out. In just like moving to narrative with the scene, you go and speak with the two of them. Give them a couple drinks, kind of talk. And they tell you what happened, that they were riding towards Crater's Edge, were looking to pick up a herd that they were going to be driving out back west towards Reno. They were going to be stopping in Crater's Edge overnight, but they got a little bit delayed on their journey. They sort of misallocated or underestimated how long it would take to make the journey from where they last made encampment, and we're trying to push to make it to Crater's Edge by nightfall. They were unable to do so. Night fell, and rather than camp out in the wilderness, decided they would push through to Crater's Edge and make it to the town by the morning. About 2 hours outside of Crater's Edge, they said that they had stopped to like water the horses and rest them a little bit before the final push.
Whoa, they have horses?
Or emus. They're emus before the final push.
All right, last time I said horses, you jumped on my ass
No,
so
you're
bad.
right. You're right. Water their emus for the final push. And Emmett had heard something and like out of the brush, and the other two had warned him, said, leave it alone, let's get going. Emmett had decided had wandered off a little bit, just out of sight of like their lantern light. They heard Emmett yell, shout something, and he was running back to the horse. Had just entered the limits of the outer reaches of their lantern, and they just saw his side essentially explode, like just blood everywhere. He crumpled. They grabbed him, they pulled him up onto their horses and began to run. They didn't see what did it or who did it. They didn't hear an explosion of any kind or any sort of any gunshots or anything. And they have no idea what caused it. But when Emmett was sort of like in and out of consciousness on the ride back, was muttering something and kept muttering something about the devil, and the devil being after him or something like that. He passed out. They didn't get a full story or description or anything from them, but that was all they saw. When this is happening, you're kind of in the story, you do kind of pick up on a couple of pages of Bucky's like listening in on this conversation and being a whisper. And I think Samson has lived in this town long enough to know, shit, other people, like, this is going to be, everyone in the town is going to hear about this before the end of the day.
Yep.
And I think that's where the doom comes from.
Cool.
So yeah, that was your downtime.
Tie that up in a nice little bow.
And Samson feels relieved of stress after that.
Yeah, definitely not stressed. I feel so good. Relaxed.
But you spend some more time, like you learn, from that experience, you learn a bit from Silas and also get your training. So
And the relaxation comes from I work so hard that body says must sleep at night.
So that is downtime, unless anybody wanted to spend coin. I also put 1 coin on your sheet, Samson, last time from the payout for last session.
I did realize something. I have a ability called Driven, so
Ooh.
I can add 2 additional ticks to any long-term projects that involve investigating or learning new formulas or design plans. So can I
Got it.
add 2 ticks to my clock?
Done.
that?
I just did it. So you're
Awesome.
at 3 out of 8.
Woohoo!
Perfect. So we can talk about, we can do more stuff in downtime. You all can take more actions, but I'm going to use this moment to kind of narrate the next few days in Crater's Edge.
We also have an advancement on our posse that we need to decide.
Oh,
too.
right. Y'all
Me
did get an
too.
advancement.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all want to talk about that first and decide what you want to take?
Sure.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
we have a bunch of special abilities that are up for grabs. So we can take one of those, or we can take 2 of the posse upgrades. You guys can look at the sheet and see them.
There's a lot of really good options. It's hard to pick one. The first one that caught my eye, and it's still kind of there, is Lifeline.
You bring them in alive.
Yeah.
This is
Lifeline definitely caught my eye as something that definitely fits our whole theme too.
For the group. You bring them in alive. You may choose that your target is only incapacitated instead of dead. There's always a little bit of life left in them.
I really like Lifeline, and I also really like Lucky Fellows, which is
That's the
very
other one I was thinking.
similar
Yeah.
to something we have on Saturdays. Where
Val, you're gonna love this one. When you roll rider events, roll twice and
Yeah.
keep the one you want.
I was just looking at that, so it means we're only gonna get the
Yes.
haunted stuff.
That is
again.
also when you reduce Doom on your posse, you get an extra dice
yeah,
for that one.
Oh, that's really good too. Yeah.
which is something we didn't figure out until
It's
about
the one we
40
had on
sessions
Saturdays and
in.
fucking ignored the second half of the move.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I had
Yeah,
forgotten.
and-
I had
Remember, I
already
was like,
forgot about
guys,
that.
we didn't read. We forgot to
We
read
didn't
the
finish
rest of it.
reading.
Reading comprehension, and
just-
it doesn't matter anymore on Saturdays because we've maxed out our heat and our wanted levels.
Yeah.
So whatever.
We are the cops. What are they gonna do to us? Yeah.
I'm down for Lifeline.
Yeah.
Start
I
with
think that's
Lifeline.
a really good start.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
take Lifeline.
let's go with that one. Okay, so you guys can add that to your sheet.
Don't have to, just gotta click the button.
Bam. Done.
Done.
Was there y'all advanced at the end of your last
We
set?
we got the very last tick at the end. Yes. So we are fully cleared out.
Okay,
of
I was double
XP advancement.
checking if there was a rule for every time you advance, you gain every time the posse advances, each PC gains Abolus equal to their posse tier +2.
Oh.
So y'all get 2 Abolus.
Oh, interesting. On the sheet,
Okay.
it says upon posse advance, each PC gets indulgence. Is that just a typo?
That's probably just a
Indulgence
typo.
equal tier +2? Did they maybe used to call it something else?
Maybe they used to call it
Probably.
indulgence. Yeah,
So we would get 3 Ablus?
2.
We got 2.
Two.
Yeah, we're
Too
tier,
cool.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
tier 0.
you're
still.
2-0.
And for those people at home,
It's Abolus, not coin.
you want to explain what
Yes.
Abolus is and how that works?
Yeah, absolutely. So the way, so you have your coin, which is those 4 ticks. That's how much you can carry on your person. Abolus is essentially a accumulation of like your wealth and good favor that you have like banked up. So that's like the narrative description for what Abolus is. In practice, essentially it is a form of like it's your stashed away wealth that you can use to either if you fill out a full bar on your sheet, you get like essentially you can make fortune rolls using your Abolus if you're trying to like accomplish something using that like wealth and good favor that you have to like sway somebody or pay somebody off or something like that, because again, like money is mostly an abstract in this game. You're very rarely like spending coin to like buy something. Be mostly like if you were trying to figure out if you could afford to do something, I'd have you roll your Abolus to be able to do that. If you ever want to take stuff from your Abolus and like you want to say like I actually need a coin right now to be able to spend for, there are some situations if like you're creating something, if you're spending coin to do an additional activity during downtime or doing it to like what's the word I'm looking for? Create like craft something you have to spend coin for as well, or you can spend coin for as well. You can take stuff out of your Abolus at a 2-to-1 ratio. So for every 2 you take out of your Abolus, you get 1 coin. I was double checking too because I know this game I'm not 100% familiar on the Hellstone rules. Oh, it's on like 12 different areas of the book. So 8, 40, 41. I'm assuming you can take it out to get Hellstone too, but I am not 100%. I'll have to check on that.
That's why the diamonds are split, right? The top half is coin, bottom half is
Yes,
Hellstone?
a full one is Hellstone, half of one is a
half
coin.
is a coin. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we can only click for full.
Oh yeah, on your Abolus, it's only full.
Okay.
No, this is the diamonds for
okay,
for
gotcha.
coin.
But let's double checking. So you cannot. Oh wait, hold on. Upon posse advance, each PC gets tier. So maybe this does work differently. Hold on. You cannot convert Abolus back to coin or Hellstone. Once the decision is made, you have to live with it.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, okay. No, you don't. Interesting. So Ablis is different in this than it is in Blades in the Dark. I'm gonna have to look at this more because yeah, this is definitely different. Oh, okay. So Ablis is not which I guess makes sense given the word that it uses. So like this Ablis is more in this game a measure of like your like faith and standing for like the end times is more of what it's for. So
It makes sense now that I know what the word means because I googled it.
Yeah, because when you at the only time Ablis is used is at the end of the game. It is a trait you do to sort of see how your character fares at after the apocalypse, essentially. So yes, it is not like this is not like wealth. This is more of like, you know, you spending and putting your money towards, you know, securing your position in the community and in
The end times.
the end times. So
You know, as a
Spending
former
money to
church
save
kid,
your soul. Yeah.
as a former church kid, this is like, you know,
It is
Yeah.
a term they use in
It-
the Roman Catholic Church.
oh,
yeah,
that
so
explains
it is like I've heard it more as like indulgences, and that makes sense. It's like in the way the Catholic Church used to like spend money to buy indulgences, which were like spiritual pardons from
It's a German word primarily related to the release or outflow of something like steam or water, or in a religious context, indulgences.
yeah.
And there's a big long German word for the sale of indulgences, which was heavily criticized during the Reformation era.
Yep. So yeah, for every full row of Ablis you get one die to determine your social position in the new world order after the end game.
Fun.
Is what Ablis is for.
Great.
So scrap most of what I said at the beginning because it does not. This is different than Blades, and we learned something new.
You still get to roll with it though. Yeah.
Or
Or else why would it have the boxes on the sheet?
that you roll with it at the end.
Just at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see. I'll look to see if there's anything about.
I don't know if I like that choice, but I didn't write the game, so.
Well, this says to. Let me see. Because it says, in addition, each row of Ablis can be used as a trait when a grim end times aura or prophetic. Oh, there we go. So, in addition, each row of Ablis can be used as a trait when a grim end times aura or prophetic sounding illusions can be fictionally beneficial. So, if you are, you can use your Ablis as a trait, like if you're doing something
Crazy.
spooky. Like yeah, basically the example it gets here is like Jim was caught trying to sneak into a secret meeting of the Doom Cult. Now he tries to convince the guard he is one of them. Having 0 def and sway, but 2 rolls in Ablis already filled, he rolls 2 dice. So essentially, like trying to convince like these, you know.
So it's just up to your discretion.
Yeah, it's kind of up to my
Is
discretion,
the
but
rule.
it's not a measure
Can
of
be
wealth.
used for spooky rolls.
It's a measure
Yes.
of spiritual wealth.
Got it.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, spiritual wealth.
Which makes sense why there's 4 rows of them.
Yes, yeah. Does that all make sense? Any other
Yeah.
questions on that? But yeah, that is good to know that y'all can't convert that back. So once that's full, that's just full.
Interesting. Well, that also means that there's no like stash for the purposes of coin or anything.
No, there's not. The coin that you have on you,
So you
is
can
just
literally
the coin.
only have 4,
Yeah,
unless, and if you got Hellstone, even less.
yeah.
Hmm.
So that is
Interesting.
more incentive for you to spend your coin because you can't because
You can only
if
have
Well, we
you-
do still have the
you-
vault that we could put it in.
yeah. So you still have the
Oh,
vault. You
the
can
crew
still
vault.
put stuff in the cruise vault. But this does keep you from doing the shenanigans that RJ would gets up to on Saturdays,
Yeah.
where he fills up his track and then spends like
Spends all of it,
45
and then pulls it
coin
out,
to
spends all of
like
it.
yeah.
To
So
build a bomb.
yeah.
What was the last thing he did with it?
He created a giant laser
Well,
that
The
he
laser.
created a new
destroyed.
hole in like
The laser.
one downtime. Like
Yeah.
this was he's
And then
he's
yeah,
done-
he had a laser that shot like
yes, he did do
The
that.
Hindenburg out of the sky.
the Hindenburg. Yeah, it was insane.
It's not called the
Okay.
Vanguard, but you get the idea. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah. So all of this transpires. Y'all have your downtime. A period of time of, we'll say, a few days to a week passes in Crater's Edge, of y'all getting some R&R and recovering after your job. There are some developments. I did roll for some faction events and started some clocks for the different factions. Um, some things that there's a lot of activity around town between the Emu Express representatives and trying to essentially securing new contracts. I think, knowing what y'all know, you're probably even more sensitive to seeing the seeing Morgan Ewing, the Beastfolk Owl a representative of the Emu Express, going to a lot of businesses, essentially trying to broker more favor and secure more contracts in Crater's Edge. There's also I think some rumors that circulate around town that this is happening in response to some work that Fells and Wargo have been doing with like the Delver Society and some of the other, and like the Mines and the Boyd family, or no, the Pearson family, that they are building some sort of new like carriage for transport and security, that will
like a better one, like
Yes.
new technology, not just
not just like a single new carriage, like
Right.
innovating a new inventing a new type of carriage that will make like transportation more secure. So it seems like there's some business competition happening between the two. You obviously know and you've heard or dealt with directly the Backfire gang. I think the 79ers probably let Elijah know as well that they've confirmed that the Backfire gang are trying to secure like a moonshine route into Crater's Edge, and assuming that this is probably what they're going to use to bring whatever this new type of hellspit that they've developed into the into town.
Poor Hillspit.
I mean, it's all shitty. It's all bad. But
ours is a better shitty.
It's a better meth.
That is relative.
It's a
better meth.
Yeah.
You hear some whispers, especially since you just worked with them, that the McCready Ranch are working on breeding a new type of emu as well that will be more resilient and more able to weather some of the trials and tribulations of the Western expansion and traveling between these desert towns.
You said resilient, and for one split second, my brain heard Brazilian.
Brazilian
and I was like,
emus,
whoa.
yes. Yeah, they're
Okay.
Brazil.
Don't know how they're going to manage that. But...
Those emus can fucking dance, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Capoeira.
And last, you hear
just seeing emus doing dressage now. Like a little...
you do hear somewhere too that the Crater's Edge mining company is dealing with a bit of a like a varmint infestation that has is getting a bit out of hand with some like minor devils and abominations that have popped up in the mines, doing things like eating through like some of the cables and breaking apart some of the mine tracks. So just some of the rumors and goings on around Crater's Edge during this period of downtime. So yeah, the question now is, what do you want to get up to? Obviously, if you want to spend coin to try to get yourself to do making other big actions, you can, but also you'll probably need to start looking for more work.
Well, I mean, the most exciting thing on the bounty board is definitely fence post repair.
I did add there's one new option on the bounty
There
board.
sure is.
Yeah, fence post repair at Reaper's Pond is probably the most exciting. But there is a pretty well paying job at Lily's Pond for some stolen property.
On the way back from Silas's, Samson just rips that part off.
Nice.
Rips that one off. Sets it
I
on
will-
Nana's table.
I will remind y'all too, just because of I don't have the tiers actually listed. So the three, so the varmint extermination, fence post repair, and collecting debts would all be in the tier 0 category. That stolen property from Lily's Pond would be a tier 2. So just to know, like, that's a
Difficulty.
sizable amount of money, but that also will make this job, this will be a more difficult job for y'all. Which is not me trying to dissuade y'all from doing it. I'm just letting
If
you know
anything,
that.
you're actively persuading me to want to do
Yeah.
it. So I
Yep.
ripped that one off the board. I'll bring it home. Open the
I get a
door.
feeling that the lowest one, that the 3 at the top there are just going to be
I'll-
there forever.
No,
at this
I'll do
point.
those on my next downtime.
There you go.
Don't worry about it. I'll do those.
The undead at Reaper's Pond are going to overrun the town.
There you go.
Because of that
That-
one fence post.
Because that one fence post.
Yeah.
So I had to rip it off the board. I come
They're
in.
not okay. The job is to
Damn it, I'm
repair
trying to
a
walk into Nana's
single
house like
fence
6
post.
times.
All right, you walk into Nana's house.
No,
Please
I don't.
continue.
I go do something else. I'm kidding. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you. I walk in. So I rip it off the board. And I walk in. Does anybody have any shit to say?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm teasing. I take my boots off. Just kidding. I don't wear them. I have hooves.
Right.
I gotta.
You wipe your hooves off.
I'll wipe feet on the outdoor mat and then
Got one of
again
those
on the
hooks.
indoor mat.
Got one of those hooks outside that you scrape all the gunk out from your hoof.
I thought you were saying one of my hooves was a hook. Which is like a fucking.
I got a
Can
hook
you
for a hoof.
imagine?
A pirate
It's like
minotaur.
the opposite. I got a peg,
Weird
a
pirate-
peg
Yeah,
arm,
yeah.
and a hook.
No, click.
Uh-oh. Oh, I missed you guys. I'll set it down on the table. Nana, you might ought to take a gander at this one.
Nana, I think, is helping prepare the kids to go do their chores around breakfast time, lunchtime. What you got there? Let me
Apparently,
see.
some pretty expensive stolen property, considering the bounty on it.
Ooh, wait. That'll set us up mighty fine for a bit.
I was thinking the same.
Well, all right then. You good for this? Adjuster. Spectacles.
I'm good for anything, Nana. Where are the boys?
I think Hank's working. Seen his sweetheart. And,
I didn't know Hank got a sweetheart.
apparently.
All right.
And who in the hell
That's-
knows where
that's-
Elijah is?
That's an inside thought around Nana. Samson says out loud, "Oh, that's an inside thought."
Good boy.
I'll see if I can snatch him.
All right then. Cal, chew your food, son. It's still gonna be on your plate.
Just shoveling. food in his face.
I love
Full
these kids.
goblin
I
mode.
love these
Yeah.
kids.
Love them. Love these kids so much.
All right. I'm gonna go round up the fellas,
I
Round
think
the posse.
Samson
Eli,
and the boys.
Eli
You,
definitely.
you walk out and then like in the background Nana just like has Calvin by the scruff and is like patting his back like you're gonna choke
Choking.
boy. God damn it.
This boy chokes on his food once a week. Does he learn?
They never do.
They never do.
Oh, I was talking about Elijah.
No. Where do you think
Elijah
Calvin got it from?
Also chokes on his food like every meal.
Where Wait, where do you think Kelvin got it from? He's like, he was Elijah.
You're fucking 30 years old, man.
You're a grown man,
You're
dude.
super grown. All right, I'm gonna go round up the hellhounds.
Elijah is currently, I think he has like one of those, they converted one of the barns into where he stays at because Nana was like, look, you're too bad of an influence. You need to be out of the house. Like, at least if you're gonna live here, you can't be in the house. So he has like his own little setup area in the barn, and that's where he's currently at right now, like pretty much wrapping up all the bruises and everything that he's gotten from the fight that he was in, all the fights that he was in recently.
Eli,
What?
get up. We're working.
No, okay, ow, son of a
The
bitch.
fuck happened to you?
What's it look like happened to me?
Looks like somebody fucked you up.
Well, that's what happened to me. Someone fucked me up.
I would have thought, you know what? Never mind. Get on inside. We got a bounty.
What are we doing? Where are we going?
Somebody stole something. We gonna go get it back.
One day we're gonna have a job where we gotta steal something, and I am gonna love it. And he's like grabbing all of his stuff.
Well,
like his
maybe
basic
we can consider this stealing it back, but the $1,000 on the poster says it's worth it.
Excuse me, how much did you say it was?
Nana's got it. Go on inside.
He like scrambles up and grabs everything.
Hey, wipe your feet.
He heads out the barn and he stops, and you see that sitting on the table is this really fancy looking hand, like revolver that he has. He stops and he turns around and he runs and he grabs it, puts it in a holster, and heads over to the house.
I'm just imagining
Alright.
like there's the little hoof scraper for Samson, and then
Yeah.
because raccoons always like very obsessively wash their little paws before
Yeah.
they eat, there's just like a little spout outside that's like a pump, and then every time Elijah comes inside, he just
Wash his little
compulsively
feet.
washes.
Oh
his
yeah,
little
that's what he
hands.
does all the time. Like his habitually, he will run up to the spout, pump it, and wash his hands, then run inside.
I would love to add to that then that especially now that Hank's coming around more often, Nana just has a bucket of water ready.
Love
Just
it.
dump it on there.
Yeah.
We're all getting Nana set up real nice with an outdoor shower.
That's the next project.
I'm gonna
That's
go
the
find
next downtime project.
old Hank.
I think Hank, because both Hank and Jane work at Bucky's at various times, like the evening and afternoons and stuff. I think what they have a habit of on their times off, kind of like giving each other a chance to nap. That kind of overlaps with watching Daff. So I think Jane is probably outside gardening while Hank is passed out in a chair, while Daffodil is like putting bows in his hair and just like putting like awful makeup on him and stuff.
Ma'am.
Have they met before? Or is this the first time you're meeting Jane and Daphne?
How long have they been around?
I mean, it's been we've done downtime, so it's been a week. So I don't know if Hank would have brought anyone around at this point. Is this a first time meeting or?
Well, I think Jane expressed some concern, and I think maybe if she wanted to, he would introduce her to everybody except for Elijah.
Well, this is a perfect opportunity for them to meet.
Smart.
So she looks at. Oh, hi. It's not. Are you a friend of?
What's she look
of Hank?
I wasn't here last time.
Oh, great. So Jane is we say that, so they're both fawn. Jane is what we said, blonde, or I forgot what color you said.
Jane's redhead. I
Redhead.
think I said a red wig. I don't know. But Daffodil definitely has like a big mop of curly blonde hair.
Yeah. But cute, kind of like button nose. Like I think she's very like, I imagine Jane, and you can correct me on this, but I was imagining like big, kind of like girl next door energy.
Mhm.
Like just very, very cute and affable and kind of like and just friendly looking, like the kind of person that most people would approach and ask for directions around town.
The
And
sort of looks and personality you also want in somebody who works at a bar.
yes,
Yeah.
and Daffodil is the spitting image of her, just
Little.
tiny and blonde. Yeah.
Ma'am? See the little one. Ma'am.
Daffodil kind of like sits up, like basically like, hi. And Jane says, "Oh, Daffy, okay, stop messing with Hank like that. Just okay." It moves. It says, "Are you Hank's friend?"
I sure am. If I may, my name is Samson.
It's a pleasure to meet. Oh, Samson. Oh, Hank's mentioned you. Says you're a sweetheart. I assume you're here for. And gestures to Hank sleeping.
As relaxed as he seems, unfortunately, I do need to borrow him.
All right. She moves over and kind of like nudges you. Hank says, "Hank, you've got a friend here. Sam."
Don't worry, Pappy. I'll clean my room.
Hank, your friend Samson's here to see you.
Oh, smears makeup on his face.
Yeah, just all over.
Samson.
Well, ain't you looking pretty?
Well, now, this all look.
You see Daffodil like hiding like brushes and
As I
makeup
wink
behind
at her.
Yeah. What can I do you for, Samson?
Time to get up. Get to Nana's. We gotta work.
What are we doing?
Somebody stole something. I'm gonna go get it back.
All right. All right. Jane, sweetheart, you gonna be all right with me taking off for a while?
She looks. Oh, I'm sure we'll manage. Yeah, we'll be fine. And she kind of looks to you, Samson, and says, Will you do me a favor, Samson, and just make sure he comes back in one piece?"
Of course. You got my
Offer
word.
Lizzie to babysit.
And, I mean, if you got things around here doing, we got a couple other kids at the house around her age, and Miss Lizzie'd be happy to watch her.
She kind of she looks to Hank like, "I don't know these people, or is this something I should consider?"
It's up to you,
gives
darling,
you a
but
look.
those kids seem mighty fine, well-mannered to me.
Obviously, you're welcome to come around too, ma'am.
Right, that actually, I've got a couple of shifts this week, and that would sure help me out a lot. Daffy gets real rowdy when I'm gone all evening, and she's staying up all hours of the night, and my
Well, why don't I take her with me now? Meet, she doesn't like the other kids. She doesn't have to stay there. But why don't I go have a little introduction?
and this is at Nana's.
And Miss Jane, you're welcome to walk with us there as well. Nana's home, Lizzie's home. Have some tea.
I don't want to intrude and come uninvited.
I'm sure it ain't no trouble.
All right. Daffy, you want to go for a walk? She kind of like has just hidden all the makeup underneath a pillow off the corner, and she says, "Yeah."
I didn't see nothing.
I get my shoes. And she just goes runs down the.
She would know Cal and Dorothy too from school.
Oh, from school.
That's
That's
right,
right.
that's right.
Yeah, they would
Yeah.
have met.
She just started, yeah.
Yeah. So, she comes running back with her shoes and says, "Are Cal and Dorothy gonna be there?"
Oh, they sure are.
And she's just like squeals in excitement and
And
goes like,
and I tell you what, I offer her a hand like I would to like a lady. And I tell you what, Miss Lizzie, a couple of nights ago, picked us some good apples. She might have one left for you.
she beams excitedly up at you, and Jane gives a smile and looks at you and says, "All right, well, let's go meet everyone."
I would like to point out that Hank does wipe the makeup on his face off on his shirt, but never at any point notices the bows in his hair.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not touching it.
All of you come back up to Nana's. And Elijah's already there, right? We
Yeah,
established.
Elijah's there, and I think he's eating food and also like kind of regaling Cal with stories as always, over embellishing various parts and that kind of stuff. Doesn't
Got it.
talk about doesn't talk about the job they did though. He only talks about the stuff that he did personally.
Anything gets too graphic, Nana smacks Elijah up the side of the head.
Yeah,
says,
and then
do not tell them that.
Oh, I wasn't gonna tell them how
And you kill him?
Calvin.
I
Was there a lot of
made
blood?
them. I put them down.
Calvin.
Did you see his brains?
He leaves.
Calvin,
I totally saw his brains.
go to your room.
Calvin's gonna grow up to be a
Elijah.
doctor.
I never get to hear any fun stories.
He's gonna grow up. We gotta get this boy. He's gonna be a doctor. I feel like.
He's either gonna be a doctor or a serial killer. You gotta steer him one way or the
Why not both?
other.
Nana. Others.
You come, Samson, Hank come in, followed by
We got
Jane
guests.
and Daffodil. Daffodil comes, sees you. I imagine you've probably taught a couple lessons while she was there too, and she says, "Hi, Nana." And
Well,
then
hey there, Miss Daffodil.
And then she's-
welcome in.
she immediately sees Calvin and Dorothy and gives like a play like hello, and then just like runs off, and the three of them go running off to a back room, and you hear shouting and something falls and laughter and just chaos beginning to
Lizzie, do
unravel.
you mind going and taking a peek at them? Make sure they didn't break anything too expensive.
She gives a nod and heads off, and Jane says, Samson, Mr. Samson here, he suggested that you might be willing to look after Daffy for the evening while I'm working.
Of
If you,
course, darling.
I don't want to
Absolutely.
impose.
Not at all. It'd be good to have a different energy in the house around Dorothy and Cal, and Daffodil knows them from school, I'm sure. So no, it's no trouble at all.
Gotta get you something to
Hank
drink,
has
Miss
a little-
Jane.
Oh, what did you say? You got cut off, so I didn't.
Yeah.
Can I get you something to drink, Miss Jane?
She's, oh no. I'm
Oh please! We got tea on the kettle right now. Would you just like a cup?
that would be lovely. Thank you.
Elijah
Sure
sips his
thing.
coffee, like looks at Samson, like
As I walk by, I
Oh,
smack Elijah upside the head.
Eli
again.
does that, and I towards Hank. This is the exact same gesture.
sips, but he gets smacked. I didn't say anything.
We have guests.
Oh, right. He sets the cup down, stands up, wipes his hands off. Elijah Tremaine, nice to meet you.
Chet.
He holds a hand out to her.
Pleasure to meet you, Elijah.
Yep. Shakes.
Looks to you, kind of Hank. Says, Elijah Tremaine.
Yep.
Is there a bow in my hair? How did that get there?
Comes
Eli,
back
come
and
help me with this.
Right.
see, there are several. Here you go, Miss
He
Jane.
shakes her hand, and he goes after Samson. See, Nana, I didn't even cuss or anything this time. And he walks into the room after him.
Is he the outlaw?
He's a complicated man, but I can assure you, hands at the tea, his bark is worse than his bite. I raised him myself, near 30 years.
Oh, like you could see the gears turning of like, all right, I've heard Nana's pretty trustworthy and she's like a pillar of this community. And you go your gears turning of like everything that she's probably heard about Elijah around town.
Let's put it this way. He's not going to be around the kids.
That I appreciate it.
No trouble at all.
She sits down with y'all, has her tea, she gives a couple of looks over to Hank throughout the conversation, like, we will talk about this later. And then finally,
Bow will not come out.
she finally, you're getting to the point where y'all are ready to, like, it's getting later. She has to go to work, and y'all are about to start discussing. And says, well, it's just been lovely. I so much appreciate your help, Nana. It was a pleasure meeting the rest of you. And Hank, just be safe, okay?
I always will. He stands up from his chair and, like, she's so much shorter than him. He does like a full, like, half bend over to give her a kiss on the cheek and says, have fun at work tonight.
She nods, like, whispers to you and says, we are going to talk about the fact later that you are fraternizing with a notorious outlaw. But please do not let him get you into some sort of legal trouble.
Yes, ma'am. You have my word.
All right. She smiles, gives you a kiss on the cheek, and she says her goodbye to Daffodil, and then heads off to work.
I'll have them in bed by 7. Don't you worry.
They're screaming, running around, playing Outlaws and Devils. Some of them play like pretend guns, like shooting. It's like, bang, 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 I got you. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. And running off.
Maybe 6:30.
Leaving the four of you to have your discussion. And I think we should go and take our break here.
Me and Eli are gossiping in the kitchen.
She's so pretty. Oh my gosh.
That's Hank's girl.
Oh my God, he can pull something.
Hank pulled a Patty.
Hank pulled a baddie.
I know, she's like, oh, bing, bang, pow. It's like, do they got icing for that cake?
I tell you what, I mean, them big old hands gotta be good for something, right?
You know what they say about big hands?
Yeah, I know what they fucking say.
Where the fuck am I?
We're in the kitchen. I said, Eli, come help me.
Like,
and then Eli came in, and we're like, oh.
I have to imagine the table that everybody's sitting at and drinking stuff is feet away from.
Oh, I don't give a shit if Hank hears me.
This is something me and Sam have done all the time.
That's what I was gonna say earlier, and then I was like, I can't say that to Nana. That was the inside thought.
Oh my God! All right, we're gonna go take a break here.
Big fucking hands, dude.
And move on to whatever's next.
Let me gossip for 30 seconds about my friends.
Thank you, everyone out there, for watching. We'll be back in a few minutes to continue our show. So go get a snack and stretch and drink some water. We'll see you back here very soon. Until then, stay tuned. Welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us while we took our break. We're going to go ahead and jump back in as the crew sits around Nana's dining table to plan their next run. So this is the point we get back. We're out of downtime officially, getting back into score planning. So if y'all want to do a little bit of conversation about the job, and then we can get into some gather, like cut back and forth to some gather information rolls and stuff too.
All right, you lot, take a seat. Ugh. Well, this one looks mighty fine, don't it?
1,000 big one is definitely mighty fine, I say.
Well, does Nana eat some nuts or something? Because I'm eating Skittles. Well, there's got to be a reason it's worth that much. And that's either because a crap ton of stuff's been missing, or who we're looking at that did the stealing might be a bit of a challenge.
Oh. Saying we're swinging pretty out of our league with this one, or...
Well, I suppose that's what we need to find out.
I'm always up for a challenge.
I gotta say, I did make a promise to Jane that I'd do my best to stay out of harm's way.
Well, that's always the goal, ain't it?
I know, I just want to put that out there. I know sometimes people looks at Elijah, have a craving for adventure and putting themselves in harm's way, and I just can't be doing that.
I'll keep you in one piece, Hank.
Heard and understood, Hank?
Don't worry, I'll take all the dangerous risks for the both of us, Hank.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this time we'll come up with a plan and then we'll actually follow it instead of us running into a camp all on our lonesome.
You know
Yeah, I
about
was
the
gone
camp,
last
somebody
week and you
else
thought
said,
you were going to
know.
get out of this. That's right, motherfucker. I remember.
Thinks back to being told not to talk and just goes, yes, sir.
I'm just messing with you, buddy.
All right. What would we generally know about Lily's Pond? Lily's
Yeah,
Pond
who's
is
Lily?
the...
Yeah, who's Lily?
She hot?
Lily's
Lily
Pond was
Labo.
kind of the kind of supernaturally...
Yeah, if we
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
from our
Yeah.
setup, the singing springs, the hot springs outside of town that were enchanted.
Ah, she is hot.
The enchanted springs outside of town. I'm going to give you common knowledge you know about Madame Lily LeBeau. The hot springs outside of town were discovered very early on in the infancy of Crater's Edge. Hard to miss, but they were there was some sort of effect around the hot springs that like put people in danger, like enticing people towards them, to the point where several members of the community essentially ended up with like terrible burns, and because they would sit in the hot springs for an inordinate amount of time. There was something wrong with them.
This is literally a scene out of a book I just read.
Early on,
pin in that, I'll
probably
take that.
about like 3 to 5 years after Crater's Edge's founding, a newcomer came to town named Lily LeBeau, a merfolk who set up a shop or set up a business outside of the Singing Springs called Lily's Pond. Lily's Pond is a both a sort of bathhouse / brothel for the town of Crater's Edge. Madame Lily LeBeau has been the proprietor of the establishment since she arrived.
She almost as old as me.
She is, because you were born in Crater's Edge.
She's older. Okay, yeah,
She's
yeah.
technically older than you, but she has
Damn.
not been in town as long as you. You were born around when Crater's Edge was like first founded.
Mhm.
She arrived about 5 like 3 to 5 years later.
And she was
but
already a
wasn't
grown-ass
she was
woman.
already an adult at that
Damn.
time.
Oh, okay.
She
There's some
has
kind of joke
since
in
she
here about
arrived.
merfolk and moisture.
She has, since she arrived, appeared to be in her mid to late 30s.
And
like,
still appears to be so.
and still appears to be in her mid to late 30s.
I was gonna pause my aging. That's what I would do.
Yep.
She is. There are many rumors around town as to her nature, whether it's some sort of hellstone mutation that caused her to stop aging, or if it is. There are many people around town that speculate that she made some sort of deal with the devil and has sold her soul for immortality as well. Many theories arise, but she provides a rather popular service to the people of Crater's Edge. And she has a lot of sway in town due to the nature of her business and the sort of people that partake in it, leading that even though there are plenty of people in town that are not big fans of her and she's a very polarizing figure, she enjoys a very stable business over at the Springs.
Well,
Wait, you're telling me something's wrong with Miss Lily?
Apparently, someone's been
Who-
thieving
who-
from her.
The fuck? All right, see, there are many things I won't let people mess with in this town. There's Bucky's and Miss Lily, and you, of course.
I'm glad I'm right
Yeah.
up there with booze and women, Elijah.
hey, it ain't always have to be women.
Yeah, anyone always women. It's just I respect what she does as a profession, you know, and people. Give
We
her
said,
shit.
Nana, don't be homophobic.
Nana's not being homophobic.
Kidding. Nana would never. Nana loves the gays.
Nana loves the gays.
Nana started the first Crater's Edge Pride Parade.
Nana threw the first.
You're
Nana threw the
goddamn
first
right.
brick. Nana threw the first brick to
Nana
build the
threw the
first,
first brick.
to
Yeah.
build the house.
Absolutely. No, Nana just
she
knows.
just beamed the sheriff in the head with it.
Nana
Shut
just
your mouth.
happens. Nana just
like
happens
gays
to know Elijah's proclivities. That's all.
Yeah.
So I reckon I'll wander on down to the pond, talk to Miss Lily, see what she'll tell me.
I'll ask around to see if any kind of big score has been passed around through any of the ne'er-do-wells in and out
Sounds
of
like
town.
a good plan.
That's a good idea.
Well, let's start. We'll do one at a time because I think the best one to start with would be talking to Madame LeBeau.
Whoa, I had the best idea. Thanks.
Yeah.
Val said it.
And then
Val said
we
it.
can do follow-ups based on that, the information you get from her. So just Hank is going, or just Samson is going.
Unless
to,
anybody else wants to participate.
Do you want your grandma to come back you up at the brothel, or do you want Hank to go back you up at the brothel?
You're both probably going to be equally embarrassing. Affectionate.
Affectionate.
I don't think Hank is. I think Hank has been shooed away from the Springs a few times.
Like, you stink.
Like before
Go
he ever
away.
met Jane, and they're like, exactly that. You're like, no, you are going to make the water dirty. Go away.
Go. I mean, I'll go by myself unless somebody wants to tag along. I'm happy to have.
I mean, Elijah will go with him on his en route to his other business.
So we just go poke around.
Yeah.
We'll just go.
Y'all go poke around.
Let's go poke around. All right.
Go poke around.
Looks at Nana. Looks at Hank. Shit. All right, Eli, you're with me.
Okay. He like hops up, and as
Out
he's
of the
leaving-
three of you, who am I taking to a brothel?
Yeah.
he hands up
It's definitely
as he's
Elijah.
leaving.
The man in a steady relationship, your grandma, or the outlaw.
Or
You're
this
probably taking the
fuckboy.
outlaw. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
This fuckboy.
As he's leaving, like, is this because you don't want to take your grandma into the happy married dude to a place where a bunch of half naked women are going to be around?
Again, it's not just women. And yes,
Probably the right call there, Sam.
and I'm also thinking they might not let old Hank in the door.
Yeah.
And they know you,
They do know me.
for better or worse. I tell you what, if Sally's around there, you fucking hide your face.
Yeah, column A, column B.
I just made up a woman who's mad at you.
I'm fine. I'm
I,
fine with
I
fully
just
made up a
suddenly
woman
had to
who's mad at
panic
you.
and go to my notes. Who the fuck is Sally?
I made her up.
I've got so many NPCs that I.
You're welcome.
And in number +1 now.
Yeah, now I've got to
I think
add.
as
You don't
Sally
you don't have to.
Field.
I can have yes,
Singular
it's
field.
it's one Sally Field.
yeah,
One Sally
One
Field.
Sally
a
Field.
singular Sally Field.
No,
Okay.
it can be an NPC you already have. I just am making shit up.
All right.
I just imagine everywhere we go, someone's mad at Elijah for something.
that's what I assume too.
The two of you head to Lily's Pond. So you head west of town. Is the pretty much like the furthest out like business in Crater's Edge. Past the out or near the outskirts of town. Past the sheriff's office and the graveyard, until you can see the springs in the distance. This like vibrant like ultra like blue water, like that like the like pools, the like over like chlorinated pools, how they have the that like that ultramarine, that like violet or that like ultra blue look to them. Like that's what the springs look like, which I guess mostly doesn't really come with the chlorine, it comes with like the painted bottom of the pool, but that's kind of what it looks like from this distance. Just these like gemstones set into the otherwise like monochromatic wastes around it, and the building situated between the town and the outskirts of the springs is Lily's Pond, a two-story this like pinkish white paint around the exterior, that very faded pink to where it only looks pink like in the right light and looking at the right angle, otherwise it appears like kind of like off-white color. There are I'd imagine, I don't know what time of day y'all are going, if you would be going at like peak business hours in like the evening or going like earlier in the day where there's going to be less people there.
I would imagine earlier, just because in Samson's brain, like obviously the more people that are there, the busier she's gonna be, and doesn't want to like put her out too much.
Yeah. So you don't see
during business hours, but
Yeah, like
you see the
like
shades,
early business hours.
you see the shades pulled closed to keep the light of the sun out. There the porch that leads up to the main entrance to the brothel slash bathhouse has those like exterior pillars that are like the faux like Greco-Roman like pillars around the front that kind of support the upper and lower porch. Instead of a door, they're just like hanging silks in the front entryway. They're kind of like flowing in the breeze. You can smell like the heavy scents of like perfumes and incense coming from within. There is the main establishment that kind of serves as the center of the business is this main building. The like bathhouse itself, for people that aren't coming to the establishment to get laid, is kind of connected to the right as you approach. It's a smaller building, still is elegant, but it has this like fencing around it, like a privacy fencing, and there are a few workers that are like dressed in white uniforms that are kind of preparing or like waiting for patrons that are coming just to use the bathhouse. It seems like basically people filter off into two directions. Either you're going into the brothel or you're going to the bathhouse, but the businesses are kept mostly separate from each other. You see a few people like heading or like coming out of or heading into the bathhouse area, and you hear some conversation happening within the brothel as you enter. As you step inside, the bright light of the sun fading to a dull and atmospheric, like ambient lighting. There are lanterns with a green and blue like painted glass around them that cast this like there's that like sort of aquatic lighting where it's like the flickering lights candles inside the lanterns kind of giving that moving aquatic feel to the against the walls of this front entryway to the brothel. There are around the room, it's like this big open space with but has these pillars and like palm fronds and other little plants or potted plants that kind of obfuscate the your ability to see further than this main front entryway, but you can vaguely make out the shapes of like plush like sofas and couches and like cushions lining the floors. You can hear the muffled sounds of conversation from beyond within this like jungle of different potted plants. It is very like almost like humid in here with its proximity to the springs, which like further adds to this like exotic atmosphere of the interior. As you enter, there are a few seats like these armchairs near the entrance and a short like standing desk that faces you. Nobody is like manning the desk. There isn't like a what's the word I'm looking for?
I made you
Receptionist.
There's not like a receptionist or a host or something here. That's what I was looking for at the front. But you do, as you enter, the two of you, there's a bit of movement as somebody seems to have clocked your entrance and like walks to the front. You see a maybe a familiar face for the two of you because she's probably in town, but Elijah definitely recognizes her because you know her sister very well.
Yep, I do.
Let me get my...
It's why I give this place so much business.
You say Ava Hadaway, Charlotte's sister, who is a courtesan, a whore, a worker at this establishment, lady of the night, whatever euphemism you want to
You
use.
didn't have to say whore.
She's a goddamn sex worker, all right?
That
we
is what
respect
they...
sex workers in this house.
Well, I have a hard time because the term whore is what they would use.
I think we should use it. I think we should reclaim it. I think
Let's
it's fun.
reclaim whore.
I think it's
In
fun
that
to be
case,
a whore.
if we're reclaiming that, when Eli walks in, he just kicks down the door and says, "What up, my bitches and hoes and non-binary bros?"
We're not saying bitches.
As you but yeah, so Ava Hadaway, who has a striking resemblance to her sister, like they're both fox beast folk, where her sister has a very like kind of gray tan fur. Hers is like bright like orange red, like classic kind of like fox coloring with clean
A lot of
like
gingers
white
in this
accents.
Yeah, really, a whole lot of gingers in this place.
She is wearing very sheer like silks wrapped around her body, and her hair is pulled up in these like big curls that flow across her shoulders and down her back. She gives a welcoming smile that doesn't quite meet her eyes as she regards the two of you enter, and she says, "Good afternoon and welcome to Lily's Pond." She looks at Elijah. I think she would know who you are, especially if you've been here. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't imagine Samson patronizes Lily's Pond, but I don't want to make that character choice for you.
I think
didn't know.
Even if Samson doesn't, Elijah talks about Samson and everyone a lot because he comes here a lot to not just patronize, but he also comes here just to support and hang out with the place because he is the type of person that supports all of the like out underdogs
Elijah
and the
supports
people.
local businesses.
He supports local businesses big. Yeah.
Which
specifically
I mean,
this
again,
one because it gets a bad rap.
Yeah, and again, 90% of the business they do is
Mhm.
just talking with people
Yeah.
and just spending their time, like,
I
having
think-
conversation and
I think Samson's been around before.
companionship. Okay, so she sees the two of you. She
He's not a
says,
prude.
Mr. Sampson, Mr. Elijah, how can I help the two of you?
Miss Ava, pleasure to see you. We're looking for Miss Lily, and unfortunately, we're only here for business today. She posted a bounty out on the board, said some stuff got stolen.
She sort of like feigns a pout and says, business. Very well then. Yes, I am aware of the bounty. I'll fetch the madam for you.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you much.
She heads back into the building. You can hear again the muffled conversation, like faint bit of music playing from a phonograph in the corner. And a few moments later, Madame Lily LeBeau emerges. She is a very tall, probably bordering on like 6'4", 6'5" merfolk. She has a pale blue skin, wild and but somehow like refined and like elegant green hair that flows basically down to her calves. She is also dressed in very like loose fitting silks adorned with gold accents and jewelry and gemstones. Again, this very like ethereal presence to her, like the way she walks, it's very practiced and refined, almost glides across the floor. She has just this this air, this presence about her that is ethereal, bordering on like unnerving with the way that she regards and like her eyes glance over the two of you. Hot. It's difficult to tell from looking at her like how much of this is a practiced behavior and how much of this is some sort of magical enchantment, leading to her mysticism and the rumors around town. But she very much sort of plays into it as she comes up to greet the two of you. She says, I hear that the two of you are interested in the bounty that I've posed.
Yes, we are. Takes off his hat.
Yes, ma'am.
Polite.
Please, if you would follow me to somewhere more private that we may discuss this business. Thank you, Ava. Ava gives a nod, a respectful nod towards the madam, and she leads the two of you back to a sort of a private sitting area, one of the many, many private sitting areas in this establishment. But not like a formal office space. She pulls curtains behind you as she sits and gestures for the two of you to do the same across from her. A small, low table between you as she sits with like very refined posture, crossing her legs and saying, "So, what questions might I answer?"
Well, I suppose we ought to start from the top. What'd they take?
Well, that is a very sensitive question, but I suppose you do need to know for the sake of retrieving my missing item. It was a brooch, but not an ordinary item, a brooch of pure hellstone.
Oh,
And just to be clear, looks at Elijah. Anything you tell us that's of a sensitive nature won't leave this room, except on a need-to-know basis.
She eyes the two of you. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and have you do your gather information roll.
Nope.
Which I don't know if Samson or like what. It depends on who wants to roll what skill you want to make to sort of get the information that you
I
need.
would
I
like.
feel like Samson should be making the rolls for this.
I got the guts.
Yes.
Can I pull consort for this one?
Consort with fellow beings from your heritage, background, friends, or rivals, can access resource information or places. Sure.
Because I think
I'll-
for stuff like this, Samson's definitely pulling on like his reputation a little bit around town.
yeah, I'll allow it.
All right. Let's see what we
Uh,
get.
And we'll call a risky standard.
5.
Nice.
5. Okay. So mixed success. She is going. So she says, "I appreciate your candor, but yes, a rather precious item to me, a hellstone brooch, um, that I had commissioned some time ago. It was taken from my personal quarters, and I do believe I know the man who took it."
By all means.
Do you know Jerry McKay?
I don't know. Is he on the list?
He's on the
Wow,
list.
Jerry
Is
Uh,
he on the list?
Yes, you would know who Jerry McKay is. He's a member of the Extermination Coalition.
That's the weasel.
That's the weasel.
Yeah.
Weasel.
Really?
Mm.
Those jerks.
Mr. McKay visited my establishment for the first time a few days ago and was acting according to my girls, out of the ordinary. He did not stay for long. He expressed interest in spending some coin here. When he was escorted back to one of our private chambers, was left alone for a moment while one of my girls prepared. And upon our return, he was gone. And shortly thereafter, I discovered my brooch was missing as well.
He came in by himself?
Yes.
Short amount of time to get from one room to another, steal a brooch, get out.
He could not have been here for more than an hour. And yes, it is very suspicious, given that not many would have known where I kept this brooch.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, who would?
She thinks for a long moment and says, "The only one that I know of that I have even mentioned it to would be Ava. However, I do not believe she knew its exact location."
I imagine she
And-
could make an educated guess.
Perhaps. Any others who would have seen the brooch before are, I'm afraid, long past.
And outside of its course value, is there any other reason why anyone would want to take that brooch from you?
She looks to you for a second and then shrugs and says, "It is quite valuable."
All right.
And nobody else other than Ava would know you had it.
I do not believe so.
How long ago was this?
3 days ago.
You mind if we take a look around?
She considers this for a moment. She says, I suppose that could be allowed, but I would ask that you be escorted while given the privacy of some of our patrons.
Of course.
We'll be on our best behavior, don't worry.
I hope so. Is there anything else that you may need to satisfy this bounty?
You know the fellow well?
Mr. McKay? No, we had not met.
Just on
All right.
circumstance, then.
The coalition, they are not supportive of my business here.
They ain't supportive of most things.
I believe they have bought in too deeply too many rumors around town as to my youthful appearance and great success here in Crater's Edge.
Well, we'll take a quick look around, see if we smell anything funny, then we'll be out of your hair. And, expect to get your belongings back just as soon as we can.
She smiles, says, I look forward to to the conclusion of our business. I will find somebody to escort you.
Tips that.
She walks out with you. She grabs somebody to escort. We say Ava to escort you around the brothel.
Can
to
I,
avoid-
before she fucks off, can I catch her and ask her a question?
Yeah.
I want to know, not because I think all merfolk know each other, but because I imagine when he's in town, he would come to the springs because he needs to be in the water. There's an NPC for my backstory that I want to know if she knows.
Oh.
Jace Kelly.
This is who I think it is. Hold on. Got it. Yes. Yeah.
For a couple of different reasons.
Yes. She as so you pull her aside and what do you say?
How long you had this brooch?
Since I came to Crater's Edge.
You ever had it looked at, appraised, anything like that? Or just a sentimental item?
She thinks for a moment. She says, I have had it tended to over the past decades. It's been some time, a few years.
Just curious if you know a friend of mine.
Perhaps. I know many people.
Mayor goes by the name of Jace Kelly.
Ah. Yes. I am familiar with Mr. Kelly.
Jeweler by trade.
He did not work on my brooch, but he did tend to some of my other valuable pieces. during his time here.
Just didn't know if you'd heard from him recently.
Recently? Not in some time. It's been a few months, I believe, since he's been in town.
You're telling me.
Do you know Mr. Kelly well?
Oh, you could say that. Let me go back a ways.
I'm gonna have her roll a fortune roll. Let's see if she picks up on anything. She rolls a 5 and a 4. She eyes you over like she's picking up on something, but she's not quite sure what it is. And she says, "Would you like me to let you know if I see him again?"
If it ain't too much trouble.
None at all.
He's kind of the forgetful sort.
Most men are.
You ain't wrong there either, Miss Lily.
I will send word if he happens to come by again.
I thank you once again for your kindness.
She excuses herself and lets you return to your investigation. So
And whether or not Eli was eavesdropping, let.
Eli, I think when you get back, Eli is already back in the seat, but it looks like he may have eavesdropped a little bit.
What?
What?
Are you looking at me like that?
I don't know. It just seems like you were back there asking her questions that you could have easily asked us, in front of me.
Seems like you letting your ears get a little big for your head.
First of all, my ears are big for a raccoon, okay? I would appreciate if you don't make fun of my big ears. You twitch.
I'm saying you're eavesdropping, Eli.
Okay. But it sounds like you were talking about things.
And people talk about things.
Yes, I didn't think you were still thinking about that guy.
Don't say that guy. You don't know that guy.
I mean, this is not one of those kind of things, is it, though? It's like,
Now, what do you mean one of those kind of things?
well, one of those things that make you thinking, when you start thinking about it, you go into sad boy Samson mode.
I'm not sad. I'm fine. I was asking after a friend.
All right.
I'm allowed to have friends and aren't you?
I'm fully aware you have friends besides me. Probably got
Are
like
you?
a whole bustling social life besides me.
Yeah, I go so many places.
Hey,
Look, all right. A friend of mine ain't been in town for a while, so I ask after him. Why you got your eyebrows all in a bunch about it?
I don't know, just want to make sure that you're okay all the time. That's all.
Is there something you actually want to ask me?
Kinda. I mean, okay, I heard a little bit of a rumor. It's about you specifically.
Okay, I gathered that much.
Okay, because of stuff with the Hellstone being involved with this bounty and everything, just remind me that,
I'll just spit it out.
alright, well, folks think that you got some Hellstone shard up in your leg. Were in an accident and Hellstone got stuck in your leg. Is that true?
Who said that?
People.
Yeah, people who? You?
No, I didn't say that. You think I would have spread bad gas about my brother? Gosh.
I mean, what's bad about it?
Well, people, they kind of they say shit about people who carry around Hellstone all the time. Or people who are associated with it.
No, Eli, I ain't got Hellstone in my damn leg.
He squints his eyes.
What?
Sure.
Only thing I'm sure of is you're a nosy little bastard.
Well, it's only nosy if it's worrying about people like you.
Yeah, and worrying about people like me is listening to rumors in town saying dumb shit about Hellstone.
All right, well, in that case, I know who I have to shoot in the leg later on for spending lies about you.
Oh, come on. It ain't worth all that.
A little bit worth it.
And so what if I did?
I'm just gonna ask, does it, hurt or anything?
What, my leg? Where I got
Yeah.
shot? Yeah, it fucking hurts.
Well, I mean because you know what I fucking mean, because
No,
you got...
I don't, because you never say shit. You do this. How long you know me? Will you just say shit?
Look, I'm just saying is if you got some hellstone in your leg and it does weird shit, I just don't want you to suddenly, out of nowhere, you grow a crab leg for a leg and then, you get sick and something bad happens to you.
Eli, in our line of work, a bunch of bad shit's gonna happen to me, alright? If I grow a crab leg, you'll be the first to know.
Yeah.
Second, I'll tell Nana first,
Alright, fine.
but you'll probably see it.
It's just, it's hard to worry about folk when they got problems that I can't just go and shoot away. Like, if you got shot by someone, I'll shoot the guy who shot you, if
I
someone...
already shot the guy who shot me. This was years ago, anyway.
Alright.
And you know what? People talk. It don't affect me none. It affects you a whole lot.
Just not a fan of when people give people bad raps.
Having a bullet in your leg ain't a bad rap. It's just a story people like to tell because it's exciting.
Alright. But you gotta make sure if anything weird does happen to you, I will be the first to know.
You'll be the second to know.
Alright, second.
What does all this have to do with Jace?
Well, it just seemed like, this was bothering you. You're a sensitive dude, ain't just, looking out for you.
Yeah, you're looking out for me. Alright.
Oh, I look out for you more than you realize.
Uh-huh. I don't want to talk about the last time you looked out for me.
Flashback to the last job.
Let's get on out of here. Before you
Plus,
start
anyway,
making a scene.
The only real rumor that's true is the fact that Nana's a witch, and that the reason why she's living so long is because she's got some magical mortality elixir.
Oh, that's a combination of love for her kids and pure spite.
No, I'm gonna go with leaning towards magical abilities.
Yeah, it's magical how long that woman holds a grudge, I tell you that.
I know. I mean, she would see me do things even before I even thinking about doing it.
Yeah, well, you got a couple of 3 or 6 tells.
Yeah, that's why I never play poker.
I keep telling you wear a hat over them damn ears.
Covers his ears self-consciously.
They twitch.
My ears are not that big.
They're not that big, but they sure as shit twitch when you're lying.
We're gonna cut away from this.
You have to stop us.
I have to stop at
you
some
do.
because it'll just be the rest of the episode. So gather information roll concluded.
Oh, that's what we were doing.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Man,
So,
I feel bad about
if you want to
that.
gather any other information as follow-ups to that, y'all can share that stuff around the table, and then do more stuff to prep.
What was the guy's name again? Did you get a name?
It was
The guy?
Okay.
Jerry McKay.
Jerry.
Jerry
Okay.
McKay. Okay.
I don't trust a man named Jerry.
I don't trust a
Nope.
man named Jerry at all. No.
You don't trust a weasel named Jerry?
I don't
No.
trust a weasel named Jerry, and it's not because he's a weasel.
That's because he's
Could
named
head over
Jerry.
to Bucky's and
Yeah.
see if
I'm not a
anybody there knows
racist.
any
I
more
don't
about
trust
him.
men.
That's where I was gonna go after that. I was gonna go to Bucky's.
Nana could even stop by the where he works, the exterminator's place.
So the Extermination Coalition is like a gang. They don't have a business.
Oh, okay.
The Extermination
Maybe they should
Coalition.
think about getting one.
The
Maybe they should.
Extermination
Get a
Coalition.
storefront.
Basically, so y'all know what they are. Initially, when the varmints showed up in Crater's Edge, the Extermination Coalition formed as like a legitimate, like practical, like group of people trying to get the varmints out.
Now
They
that's bullshit.
failed at it. But people over the years kind of like continued the practice of like trying to get rid of these varmints, trying to keep like that kind of stuff from ending up in town. But over time it kind of developed into a group of people that are with the specific mantra of like trying to keep the corruption and vice and other, like it expanded from just like let's keep the devils and these like abominations out of our town to let's get rid of anything that could corrupt our town.
This is exactly what happened to one of the Lost Witcher schools.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't talk about it.
So it's sort of turned into something bigger and a little more insidious over time. But yeah, it is not like they don't really do actual like extermination anymore.
Bucky's it is.
More like exterminating the fucking values of this town.
Real.
Something happens to me when I do this voice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We just fall right in.
Okay, so we're gonna do some more gathering information on so you're going to Bucky's. What are you trying to get from going to Bucky's?
Oh, I've got an even better
Everything.
one.
They have everything at Bucky's.
Can I actually?
We're not gonna play out the other gather information rolls as
No, that's
scenes.
fine.
I'm just gonna give you all information depending on what you're doing.
Nana's gonna go to the general store. Because again, she doesn't really go to Bucky's.
Okay, yeah. So you are heading over to little Gus's general store
Little Gus's.
to speak with Gustav Franks.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, well, you show up at the general store. Gustav is a large centipede beast folk with like
I also just wanted to meet more NPCs. 'cause
dozens and
so-
dozens of arms as he kind of like his body coiled up behind the counter as he's
pulling people's orders with all of
yeah.
his little arms.
yeah, he's like bon ami mon chéri as you
Gustav, you all go. How are you?
I am very well. How about you? As you come in. So what's you want to consort with him to try to get some more information?
Just get a little bit of info. Let me see where we're at. And yeah, I'll push myself.
Okay. Again, just risky standard difficulty on these.
Got a 5.
5. Okay. What do you want to know?
Wondering again, general store. If you don't drink, other place that everybody's gonna come through and be gossiping. General store. So anyone heard from Jerry recently? You know, they'd mentioned that Jerry was acting strange when he was over at Lily's Pond. If they have seen him, has he been acting strange?
Yeah. So yes, the Gus or Gustav tells you that he has seen Jerry. Saw him just yesterday. That didn't seem to be acting out of the ordinary. Seemed
Just
seemed
another
perfectly
day.
normal. Yeah. But he did come in and he bought a bunch of like supplies for like dropped some serious cash to uh buy some stuff. It seemed like maybe he was doing some like renovations or something, like bought some nails and some paint and things like that for his said that he was doing some repairs on his home. But yeah, that was basically it.
But
That's
did drop a shit ton of coin.
yeah, he dropped some cash.
Interesting. Okay. Very good to know. Where do you live, Jerry? Sorry. Okay.
All right. The again, some of the common knowledge I'll give y'all is the coalition again does not have like a business, but they do have some spots that they hang out. And you would know like where the coalition like meets up for their like group meetings on a regular basis. There's like the upper floor of one of the I shall say it's on the second level of Firebird Farms, at the upper floor there. There's a like a meeting place that they use on a regular basis.
That might be an interesting one to hit up too. Okay. Someone else can go.
I think that's me and Eli. Are you Eli? You still heading to Bucky's?
I was gonna just head to Bucky's too. Well, because pretty much, Nana got the information I would have asked for
Uh,
when I would have went to Bucky's. And yeah,
well, I tell you what, I still got a couple of questions. Maybe two of us could, work together on the
yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
Um,
I'll
because
take. I'll go
I
with.
figure it'd be helpful for us to know just general motivations for this guy, and I'd like to know what his standing within the coalition is.
Yeah.
Like, do they like him? Is he an important member? Is he somebody
He
new?
recently pissed somebody off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So what kind of role you looking to make? Are you just going? So you're going to Bucky's and gonna ask around, like get a general vibe of who Jerry is.
Mhm.
So could be a consort, could be a sway, could also be a let's see. There's survey under wits.
I've got a 1 in sway, and that's it.
Yeah, I have a one in sway also.
Well, maybe one of us leads, the other helps. I could spend a
Yeah.
grit.
Yeah, we could do that.
It's 1
Yeah.
grit to help somebody else, right?
Yes.
Cool. I'll let you lead the talking, and
Okay.
I'll just back you up.
I
Okay.
think what Elijah does, he goes to see Ozzy because he's
Okay.
the bartender. He talks to a lot of people. He hears a lot of questions, so that's the person he talks to.
Got it. All right. So sway, you get an extra die from your Hank's help.
Sweet.
And yeah, so 2 dice, risky standard.
Oop. Too far away. A 5 and a 6.
6. Okay. You go to talk to Ozzy. Ozzy lets you know that some members of the coalition, not many of the members of the coalition come to Bucky's, but some do. It seems like maybe they have like a mixed reputation with the coalition, because the coalition generally is like against vice, corruption, trying to like keep the people of Crater's Edge on the straight and narrow, and avoiding like, they're not big fans of like Hellstone and supernatural influences, things like that. Bucky's kind of straddles a weird line where Bucky doesn't outright sell Hellstone or anything at his establishment, but there is a lot of Hellspit that moves through here, so you get the sense like kind of a mixed bag where some members of the coalition are like, it's fine, I need to come here to get a drink. Some of the others are like, I don't really want to be associated or be around all of that. So the Ozzy tells you that Jerry was in here a couple of nights ago with some other members of the coalition. As far as he knows, Jerry seems to be a well-respected member of the group. Is not like the coalition doesn't really have like a central leader of any sorts. There's not like one person that like sort of represents the coalition, but he is a longtime member, and anytime the coalition is getting up to anything around town, he tends to be involved in it. But he does tell you with a 6 that a few nights ago, Jerry and a few other members were here having a drink, and they seemed to be in very good mood, like almost like they were celebrating. And Ozzy asked them, like, what was going on, what were you like, what's the big news that you're celebrating? And Jerry let it slip that they had just made a lot of money doing some work in town. They weren't really detailed on what it was that they did, but they seemed very excited about it. And one of them said something along the lines, it was like that Lily's Pond wouldn't be a problem for them for much longer. Something about like that eyesore will be gone soon.
And how many days ago was this?
So it was like 2 nights ago.
Okay. And you don't know if this guy's still in town, do you?
As far as I know, Jerry's still in town. Didn't say anything about leaving.
Hey, Hank, you want to go pay a visit to Jerry?
I reckon we ought to let the others know, but yeah, give him a knock on his door.
Yep. Let's go do that.
Okay, so that's another gather. I think everybody's done at least one gather information. And y'all have a lot of information now.
Yeah.
But are there any other, before we start planning the run, and what y'all's initial approach is going to be here, is there anything else y'all want to know?
I want to confer with my compatriots because I got some thoughts and I want to see if you need bounce off any of you guys. Why would the coalition go through the effort of acquiring some Hellstone? Did they sell it? Is that where the money came from? If so, why are they doing that? This seems kind of counter to their typical behavior. That's not at all how Hank talks.
We can do this above table too. I mean, so okay, their whole thing about like cleanse in the town. Does that include having something against Hellstone, or are they all for Hellstone?
I don't
No,
or-
they-
Yeah.
They are against Hellstone as far as you know. Like, they don't use it. They don't patronize businesses that sell it. And they're pretty vocal anytime there's like any sort of discussion or town hall meetings about like expansion of the mines or anything like that, or like that, they are pretty vocal like against expanding the mining operation. But the mines are owned by the Pearsons, and the Pearsons are one of the 2 most powerful families in town. They know not to go too hard. Like, you get the impression that the coalition would never do anything outright against the mines because that would risk pissing off some people that are much more powerful, much more well connected than they are.
So more of a fuck you, respectfully sort of situation.
Yeah, they're like this group, and again, because this is more of a like they stride the line between being a gang and being like a legit, like a group of concern. They pass themselves off as like a group of concerned citizens, but they operate more like a gang. But they don't tend to punch up. So
And going after Miss Lily, would that be considered a punch up?
no.
Okay.
No, as far as tier wise for game mechanic terms, they're equal tier.
They're equal tier. Okay.
Okay.
So that's a possibility.
Yeah, and I get, if there's something important, there might be something kind of behind magical about this brooch that might be keeping Lily alive, thus she won't be a problem anymore. But I'm still like, where the fuck did that money come from? Where did they get a sudden burst of money? Did they sell it? And again, so here's my thought, right? If that is the way that it went down, and I'm definitely making a bold assumption here, but if they stole the brooch and like sold it or something, is that series of actions something that the whole coalition would agree to? Or is it something like behind the scenes that Jerry and a couple of his buddies did?
That's what I was thinking too. I'm thinking that what Jerry did is that he had his own plan, but he is promising to the coalition themselves that the end game will be that Lily's pawn won't be an issue. He's just not filling them in on the actual
then what
process.
were all the building supplies for?
Yeah. And what does that have to do with them stealing the brooch?
Other than just selling it.
Yeah, other than just selling it.
But how would he have even known about it if Ava was the only one? Ava being the only one that maybe knows about it.
And then there's the whole thing.
And what Lily said, so y'all know too, is what Lily said is that Ava knew about the brooch's existence, but didn't necessarily know where it was.
Well, I think working where she does and knowing who she knows, you can make an educated guess.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we were clear.
And she also said anybody else who would have known about it is long dead.
Yeah.
That was part of that conversation.
Yeah,
in case you guys.
which means either she killed them or
they're
it's
just
so old.
I think she
that-
meant that she had outlived them,
Yeah.
but she
You
didn't say
don't
it.
know.
But she didn't
She's a
say it.
scary lady. She just
that-
has bodies.
I'm not
There's
scared
one of the like section of the hot springs that like is off limits because it's just where she puts the
No,
bodies.
she lives in the haunting in Connecticut house where they're just stacked up in the walls.
There's just an odd patch of grass that looks
Well.
oddly well fed and rich. in
We can
nutrients.
sit here speculating all night, but I think the best thing to do is go talk to old Jerry.
So I was thinking myself too.
We know where Jerry lives.
Of course we know where Jerry lives. There's only so many people in this town.
Yeah, I mean, you generally know where most people live. Get pointed in the direction of them. Yeah, so let's talk about our score then. What this run is going to be. How y'all are approaching this. So let's see. Options are on your crew sheet, but just to go over them. For
They're actually
people at home.
on our personal sheets.
Oh, they're on your personal sheets.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
they
was
don't
worried.
exist on the crew sheet, which is weird, but they're on our
That's
personal
weird.
sheets below in planning
So-
load.
For planning, you can so there's assault, which is do violence at a target. There's deception, which is lure, trick, manipulate. Stealth is trespass unseen. Beyond is engaging a supernatural power. Social, which is negotiate, bargain, or persuade. And travel, which is carry cargo or people through danger.
I feel like this is definitely a social.
Yeah.
Social or deception.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Are
feel
we
like
gonna
maybe
try to,
just
Are we gonna try to deceive him, or are we just gonna go and be like, "Hey, what the fuck, Jerry"?
I feel like this is definitely more of a hey, what the fuck, rather than a hey, we're coming here to lie to you to get information out of.
that plays our whole hand pretty quickly.
But I mean, what other hand do we have?
Fucking
what's-
lie and make one up. I don't know.
Yeah, but what's the lie?
Yeah. Yeah,
Because the thing about it is that it's now a publicly posted bounty, so like
yeah,
everybody knows she's missing some shit.
yeah. There's no lie we really can tell.
I mean, I'm
that
sure we
will
could
cover us.
come
We could,
up with
yeah,
one.
could.
I've
but
come
What
up
if
with
we-
some crazy lies before.
I think
We-
though. I think though. I'm saying is that I think that the social might be the best way. Is like the main one to go with it because I don't see like we could deceive, but we don't have anything to deceive about exactly.
Well, he might
That's
be
what I'm
more
saying.
willing to, tell us the truth or let us in on what's going on if we make ourselves seem like we also are just super anti-Hellstone, and maybe we want
Nana
to
is, honestly, but
Yeah.
maybe we want to hire the coalition for some shit that we're making up.
I don't
yeah.
know how that connects to, and also this thing you already did tell us about it.
Yeah. I mean, they're very close plans anyway, so like if you guys think social, let's do social.
Well, because it's more about the method than anything. So like for deception, we need like the method by which we're deceiving him. For social, we need the social connection to which we're getting. That's the difference.
Yeah. So if we go social, then the detail we need to fill out is how are y'all making this connection with him? Like, what is it that y'all are leveraging or utilizing to speak with Jerry to get into a position where you can have this like conversation with him? And yeah, like Van said, deception is the method of deception. It's like how y'all are deceiving him initially.
I can read.
woo!
I learned
So
finally.
Would like physical intimidation be like what you're looking for there? Because we know where he lives, we're just gonna
Kinda
knock on his door. Is like how we start the social connection.
Yeah, I mean,
but,
if that's-
is
well-
that, like the tone of the
Because like the way because if you're going by that, because that's kind of like what Eli was thinking is like, hey, let's just go in there, grab the guy, and like say, hey, why the fuck you did this?
That's almost
Well, we don't know that.
and again, this is all flavor, but it just gives us like that initial starting point. Like that would almost be like an assault at that point of like Duvance to target the point of the attack. You're going after him in his home. You're going to grab him and you're going to shake him down. Like that would be. And again, all of this, which one we choose, the only real mechanic of it is how y'all approach the mission is also determines how you'll get your XP at the end too, because y'all get benefits as a
Traps.
group
Trap.
for setting traps
Yeah.
for people.
Place a trap
So-
and wait. Let them come to you. Patience wins
Not
the
to
game.
say
Because
Not to say that
Eli
y'all
jumps off the
can't-
roof and grabs him by the head and then just.
because what I should reiterate too is that you guys can do a job anyway. You don't have
Yeah.
to do it according to your like favored what is it called in this game? Your modus.
Modus.
You don't have to do it that way, but if you do it that way, you get an additional die with the engagement roll. So y'all are best at doing traps. You're more likely to set yourself up for initial success if you do something along those lines. But if you do it any other way, then that's totally fine. You don't get any
if
penalties.
we
for that.
want to pull a deception, let's set a trap.
We could do that. That's true. Yeah.
The brooch has a sister piece.
now I like where we're going.
I told you I'd come up with a lie. Just give me a second.
Love it.
That's a good one. Yeah.
And where would he be able to find it?
Oh, well, I guess right where we want him to.
Nana's got it in her shop.
Okay.
Okay.
We set him up to rob us.
Yeah.
My shop might get busted up a little.
We won't let it get that far.
Don't worry.
And my shop.
I'll be there. I'll be there to jump down on him and.
Have you all seen the video? Not to completely derail, but it does prove my point of the Last of Us mushroom zombie walking into a cabin and then just the entire cabin is filled with killers and they all just stare at him until he tries to walk out. That would be trying to attack Nana's shop. Let's be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I love it. So we want to go with a deception,
Trap.
and you want to
Trap 'em.
set an ambush. Basically, you're laying the a rumor that Nana has a sister piece or something to this brooch that would lure them to come to Nana's place.
Yeah.
Got it. Awesome. That's all we need to decide right now. Okay, let's we're almost at time, but we can go ahead and just like crank through what the loadouts and do the engagement roll, and then I can note kind of for next time where we're starting out at. So item loadouts.
They're coming to us. Heavy.
Heavy, yeah.
Ain't needing to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right.
Yeah.
I agree.
2 free load for weapons and documents.
Heavy it is.
Do not forget.
Yes. All right, and then we'll go over the engagement roll. Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
They're coming into my house.
You
That's-
are
yeah.
inviting them to Nana's place to set an ambush.
That's
I'd
pretty
say
bold.
That's pretty.
That's very
pretty
bold.
Okay, so 1 die for that. We start with 1 die for Sherlock. 1 die for that now. Is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors?
I'd say it's contingent on one factor, and is how good this rumor is.
Yeah.
Are we convincing enough?
Yeah, I'm between on it. I guess the term many factors are overly complex. There is some complexity to it. Is like, it's a shot in the dark with the rumor and how it goes, but I don't think that's overly
Right.
complex. I
It's-
think
it's
just,
not overly- it's
a
very
natural
simple.
complexity.
It's
So we'll
very
stick with
simple.
that. Plans detail expose a vulnerability to target or hit them where they're weakest. I
They're
don't
coming
think
into Nana's house.
yeah, I don't think you haven't really exposed a vulnerability.
Other than their goddamn
You're
greed.
telling me they're walking up into the dragon's lair
Yeah.
and they're not vulnerable?
what
Nana
I'm gonna
knows her
give
own
y'all,
house better than anybody.
I mean,
What I'm
there's some
giving y'all
Kevin
is-
McAllister stuff right here. I'm just saying.
I don't think there are any pluses or minuses on this one, because they're not strongest against this approach. They don't have any particular defenses
that's fair.
set in
Yeah.
place. So we'll stick with that. So we're at 2. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight to this operation? And are any rivals or enemies?
If we got Lily on board with spreading the rumor, would that help? Would that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all do have some contacts that could aid you in spreading this rumor.
Yeah, we do.
Even if it's not
talk
Lily,
to
I think-
Bertha. We could talk to.
We have
And,
Ozzy, we have Bertha, we have actually.
There's literally
a lot of
only
fun-
one person in this town that doesn't like me, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a really good point, Sita. I will give y'all the
Yeah.
one for that.
Yeah.
That is a very easy way that people could help you here. Any enemies or rivals interfering? I don't think so in this case. Okay.
Jeremy's not-
Any other
I
elements
just
you might
called
want
him
to
Jeremy.
consider?
Jerry's not an enemy yet.
Yeah. it's-
They are a higher tier than you, so I'm going to take away 1 die for that.
Okay.
That the mechanics of that too is like a higher tier means they have more people.
Yeah,
So
more
like a tier
resources.
2 has about 12 members. So like if you end up having to engage the entire coalition, that's going to be you'll be at a significant numbers disadvantage. So
Yeah.
And I'm hoping
Um,
that maybe within the coalition they have
There's a
different
little bit
or
of
conflicting
splintering
ideas about
going
what
on
they should be
anyway.
doing,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it
yeah.
seems like they
Yeah.
don't really know what their purpose is anymore.
it's an interesting thought. It's
I
good
know, I had it.
speculation. It's an interesting thought, completely ungrounded in anything y'all have learned, but it's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
What? That's a lie. You're
Y'all
lying.
have
That's a lie and you're lying.
listen, the
You- the
splintering, I will
words-
fully codify it depending on the result of the engagement roll.
The
but
words
that was
came out of
pure
your mouth.
speculation that y'all.
The
that y'all-
words. Now, I didn't say splintering. Somebody else said splintering. But
I said splinter.
I said within the coalition there might be some conflicting ideas about
Uh-huh.
what their purpose is, and those words basically came out of your fucking mouth earlier. I didn't make that shit up.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, you were talking about the stuff I was talking about Buc-ee's, and like some people thinking that like it's okay to patronize Buc-ee's, and other people thinking
Yes.
that it's not.
And so
I see where you got that
perhaps
from. Okay.
there might be
That's
some
with any
differing
group.
ideas within the coalition about what their modus operandi is.
Listen,
And so don't call me a fucking liar. I didn't make that shit up. You said it.
like I said, I will fully codify it if depending on.
I've started
where
paying
this roll
attention
goes.
to what Val is saying, and so you're fucking cooked, baby. You're
Only
done.
took,
You're
like,
over.
You're
9
done.
I'm gonna
years.
blow up this coal campaign.
All right, so we're rolling 2 dice to determine the effect of this engagement
Pre-
roll. I'm gonna
Pretty
go ahead and roll
good. Give me that 6. What's on there?
That's a 2.
them. It's a 3 and a 2.
All right.
I'll take it.
Bad situation.
I'll
I
take it.
love to start with a failure.
Yep.
Love it. That usually means that, I mean, there's only up from here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go. Yeah.
Only go
Let's
up
start
there. Okay.
somewhere. We were starting
We
at the
have our
bottom.
engagement roll. I'm gonna mark that down so I know where we're at for next time.
Engagement.
Quick, somebody hack into Val's
Hole.
computer and fuck with their notes and turn it into a 6.
I'm in.
I just run in there and start typing. On the
I just run in the room.
It's that scene from NCIS where they're hacking and they're both typing on the keyboard at the same time.
Yes.
Uh,
Master, what are you doing?
all right. Well,
Stupidest scene in television history.
it's so good. Though.
Incredibly dumb.
awesome.
And
It's so
incredibly
funny.
amazing.
Back faster.
All right. Well, that's gonna be it for today. I'm excited to get into this run and see where we go. Get back into the action. Let's go ahead and do, because I'm gonna forget if I don't do it first. Let's go ahead and do XP. So we didn't have any desperate actions today, so no XP for that. Playbook specific XP triggers. So if you met your addressing a challenge trigger, then you can get.
Ingenuity.
I think I did mine in spades today. Mine's
Not-
influence or
You-
empathy.
You
Take
did a
2.
lot of talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do a single thing with my playbook.
I advance.
I have to hit things.
Well, what next time?
Well, Belief
Next time.
drives heritage and background.
I did.
Also advance.
Yeah, so XP for Blue Stripes Heritage in the background, and then struggle with issues from your vice, mutation, or stigma. Samson, you get an XP for overindulging.
Yeah.
Ew, yeah. Do I get an XP for lying? And I'm not going to tell you which one of you I lied to.
So get your XP for that if you advance. Make sure you do that before the next session. All right, and then posse advancement.
You pause like you were going to read it.
I can if you want me to.
I mean,
didn't know
I,
if you were
I,
looking.
I have it pulled
Go
up.
for it.
Always. I'm ready. Execute a successful bounty or treasure hunt. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Contend with challenges above your current station.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
I
yet.
directly had to roll against Miss Lily.
That wasn't really a challenge though. Like,
Wasn't it? What about it was not challenging? You made me roll for it.
Yeah,
Mm.
and those dice are so heavy. Van's
So
dice are like
heavy.
40 pounds
technically
each.
really
What a
heavy.
challenge!
Held
When
up.
you
They're like
think about it.
hefty.
They're really heavy. It was
Also,
an emotional
technically-
challenge for me.
Technically, when you think about it, anytime you tell us to roll a dice against
Val is
something,
fully
Guys.
checked out of the conversation.
Guys, I'm really listen. I'm really mentally
They just reach for
challenged.
turn
I'm
off
saying
the
is
screen.
like anytime, like technically,
I'm booting up
anytime
a
the
video game
GM
right
tells
now.
us to do something,
I've
It's
got
a
satisfactory
challenge,
on
you
the screen.
And Marvel Rivals on the other. No.
Yeah, I'm using 2 keyboards.
Okay. Well, okay, maybe.
They are hacking.
Oh my God. Like
the
Marvel
whole
Rivals
time.
and Satisfactory at the same time on 2 separate keyboards.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
whole
Oh,
time.
well,
like a hacker.
well, unfortunately for you, what I'm going to take away
Okay.
from this is that women are not challenging to Samson. Moving on. Bolster your posse's reputation or develop a new one.
Because your reputation is
Professional.
We were
I
honestly.
thought we were very professional.
We're very
Pretty
professional today,
goddamn
that's what I think.
professional today.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were.
I'll give you that one.
We knocked that out.
That I will
of the
give
park.
you for your interactions with Madame LeBeau.
There you go.
that you
So
did
you're
that.
very
Handled
professional.
yourself professionally.
Eli was very well behaved. I'm so proud
I
of
was
him.
very well behaved.
Goals drives express the goals drives inner conflict or essential nature of the crew, which I feel like is a sentence that I have like tattooed on my brain at this point because I've said it so many times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all did have some good
Freaking
inner
lutely.
I think we
conflict.
did. I feel good about giving us 2 for that one today.
Yes. You and
Alright.
Eli, us at the dinner table.
We met Jane.
We met Jane.
Oh, hi, buddy.
Okay. Let's do stars and wishes, and then I will check out the quotes doc. So make sure you update that if you have anything you want to add. Who wants to go first?
I can go. My star is gonna go to that lovely conversation between Samson and Eli about, yeah, we're brothers, but you don't know everything about me, and whatever. Shut up. It was.
No,
it
you
was-
shut up.
No, you shut up. Slap fight. It's just real cute to see them interact as grown ass adults, but also revert to we've grown up together since we were 7, so it's just fun.
I was this close away from just throwing a punch at Samson's gut and running out the room.
It's
I
just
fucking dare you.
too damn cute. And my wish is to go full fucking Kevin McAllister on these motherfuckers. Yes. I'm setting
No,
up.
that guy's in another. He's in Thetis.
Oh, gotcha. Right. Sorry.
We left him in Thetis.
We left him in Thetis, but yeah. I am tripwiring, trapping every goddamn square foot of this shop, and yeah.
Oh, yeah, you want traps? We're gonna set some traps.
Nana's got traps for days.
Hi, buddy.
That's me.
Do you want to do your star
Definitely
wish?
think y'all have plenty of opportunities to do that next.
I'll go
Do you
next.
have a star wish?
My star is also going to go to Samson and Eli for talking about Hank like he wasn't fucking there.
Welcome to the family,
In
son.
the kitchen. Yeah. God, I think you guys made me blush on that. It's
Oh,
nuts.
that was nothing.
Oh no!
And my wish, to piggyback off of Sid's wish, I think it would be hilarious if Hank accidentally set off some of those traps.
Also quite possible.
I will definitely do that on bad rolls. I fully want to wet bandit Hank.
Yeah, I see at some point, like, punch a guy, bring the arm back, it's in a bear trap now, I'm fighting with a bear trap on the end of my arm.
Yeah.
Get stuck in a rope, now I'm fighting upside down while my feet are... Yeah, that's me.
I'll go.
Cute.
My star is gonna go to Hank. Because Hank's got a girlfriend. I think it's really sweet. I like watching Hank interact in like a very different way with somebody else is really fun. So I was excited about that. It was very fun to watch. My wish. Hi, you're drooling. Why are you drooling? There's a cat here. It's causing problems.
He's apparently a
Uh,
sinner's vampire. All that
Are you a
drool.
vampire? Are you a vampire? Hi. That's my wish. A vampire.
Vampires!
No, that's Saturdays. There's no vampires.
Not like one.
There are no vampires in Texas. Moving
like
on.
I didn't know that you could just
Sounds
say
like a
no to
song
wishes.
There's
Yeah.
no vampires
I'm
in
allowed to just say no.
Texas.
Oh.
I'm allowed
sun
one
always
veto on a
hangs
wish.
too high.
And this is the one you want to use it on? Are you
Yes.
sure?
Yes.
Are
Hey,
you
if they use it
sure?
now we can go buck wild.
All right. Train heist.
They said it. They said it.
I'll add
That's
a
their
I
veto.
wanna-
tally to the train heist.
I want a mech.
Aliens.
You know, Nana might be able to build you a goddamn
You know what I'm gonna do
mech
is I'm just
coming
gonna
up here
start
soon.
monkeys pawing these wishes.
Why are you not
We
doing that
we
already?
did a lot of monkey paws in the last game. I think we're totally allowed.
We're gonna run out of monkeys.
This is me. My star. It also goes to Hank, because it's just wonderful seeing Hank just being this we have a very fleshed out, like, wonderful romance that Hank has, and I really want to see it end. Be it good or bad, I want to see
Wow.
it happy. I want to see an ending to it.
All right, thank you for qualifying.
Didn't
whether
you-
good or
was
bad.
Was it somebody's wish last time was for a wedding, and I think
No,
it
yeah,
was
me.
you.
Yeah, it
yeah.
was me.
Yeah.
Yes, it's me.
Full
Yeah.
180.
Yeah, I do have in my notes Red Wedding Hank.
Yeah.
Red wedding is very different from wedding.
Yeah, that is very different. But
You
it's-
know,
my
this
thing
whole
is,
not doing
yeah.
a tragedy thing is easy when I'm with Val. I just set them up.
Yeah, we're
And
setting
knock
you
'em
up for
down.
it because it's because, like, Hank's romance can either turn out super wonderfully wholesome, happy ending or not, and I want to see where this goes so bad. So, yeah.
You know, and I like to respond to that too. Is like I don't have a plan. I
Perfect.
equally want. Basically, I completely agree with you. I would either love to see Hank get a happy ending, or have his heart destroyed and go total apeshit.
Yeah, I'm here for both ends.
Yeah, if he'd take a shower and go into Lily's, he'd get a fucking happy ending.
Really.
I
was
gotta
looking
go.
for
I
that
gotta
same
get off
shit.
the internet.
Dirty today.
My wish is I want Eli to be a trap. As in, they fall into a room and they think the room is empty. It's like, oh no, you're just locked in here with me. That's the trap.
The trap is just Eli in her room.
Hey, aren't you the dude that likes to get your face punched in every week?
Yeah, but I do that on purpose.
Yeah, oh, that's the trap. He likes it.
That's the trap. I like it.
Either way, I'm having fun.
having a
I
good
want
time.
I want someone at some point to roll in combat where it's like I don't fight back. I just make them as uncomfortable as possible for her to.
That was Salome on Saturday. They beat
Oh,
the shit
yeah,
out
that
of
is
her, and
right.
she was just like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
"Don't tempt
that
me with a
is-
good time."
She said,
Come
"Joke's on
boys."
you. I like that shit. I
You know
train
what?
people in bondage, baby."
That's on me. We've already done that.
Yep. We've done so
Alright.
much on the internet already.
I know.
Yeah.
Somebody clip that.
I mean, when you've reached the point
I've
that
said it and I stand by it.
when you've reached the point that on stream for your friend's birthday, you're just reading Chuck Tingle
Reading
novels out loud,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't be
Yeah.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fully gone.
Is that everyone? Everyone?
Yeah.
All right. God, I fucking hate this, but I'm gonna have to give the quote to Samson today.
What'd I say?
For those big hands, gotta be good for
Oh.
something.
Yeah.
I don't want to encourage this, but also it was very funny. Oh boy.
Isn't it good, Sita, when the quote that gets picked is the one that you put on?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel good.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah, it's fun.
It is.
I regret to inform you that we are the Hellhounds, and we are going to have to start using howling as a signal.
True.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
All right. Well, that's gonna be it, everyone. That's the end of our show. We will unfortunately have to miss next Monday, but we will be back the Monday after that. So stay tuned. In the meantime, get caught up on our YouTube, watch all of our other shows, binge watch all of Red Jenny in the
All
next
of it.
2 weeks.
It's all there.
All
Um,
69 of them. Nice.
Nice. I think that's possible. It's like 3 hours an episode, 16 episodes. Somebody do the math.
I'm going to do
Uh,
that.
You can watch them on 2x speed.
Yeah, oh, that's true. So,
Hour and a half each
A
episode.
lot of it
2x
is bullshit.
speed.
It is.
we'll do a super edit where we take out all of the tangents, and it's just like 3 hours.
Who is we? Who is this we? That's gonna edit the videos. It ain't my ass.
I'm gonna do a super edit, but it will literally just be me saying hello internet on the first episode, and then it'll be the like last 10 minutes of the last
And
episode.
that is
Yes.
Red Jenny without
That's
the
it.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you do it at two times speed, so that'd be about an hour and a half each episode, and
Mhm.
then you say about 10 hours a day. So like you
Yeah.
are
We
watching
got it on in
it
the
really
background.
Yeah. It would take about 10 and a quarter days.
Okay.
So yeah,
That
you
gives
can
you a
do
couple
it.
days
You
off.
can do it by next week.
Easy.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
easy.
2 weeks from now, easy.
Yeah, nothing.
So do
Or
it.
you could go
You
back
have
and watch
no
some of the old
excuses
shit.
now.
What's some old
You know how many
stuff?
episodes of One Piece that is?
Or
Exactly. Think about
Watch
that.
Star Power. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
hey, go watch the first season of Star Power. We were playing Overarms, a game that no one's heard of. That's really fun to play.
it was really
Yes.
good. Anyway, so do that, but we'll see everyone back here next time. I want to thank everyone out there for watching. Thank my lovely players for making the game a joy to run, as always. See everyone in 2 weeks. Until next time, good game and happy trails, internet.